Hey, I just want to let you know we're good at this.
Oh yeah, we're real professionals.
I was going to say we're very good.
We're really professionals. Yeah, we really do that.
It's amazing.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with the guys. Listen,
hey man, I love it. But yeah.
You ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right, man. It's episode 216 of the Rise and Grind podcast. Your boy Roderick.
I'm Jakari. We here in the building, man.
We are back for another pod.
It's crazy. I feel like it's been a minute, huh?
It does.
It's been a while.
That's because we've been living life. We've been free. We've been on vacation.
Chilling, having a great time.
Absolutely.
Yes,
not
sir.
seeing any of you niggas. Not talking to any of you niggas.
Yep, really just relaxing, man. Having a great time, though. Enjoying it. How you been? How's everything?
I've been really good. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, we left off on Thursday. That was our first day off of work. Did nothing on Thursday. Did just about nothing on Friday. We linked up toward the end of the afternoon, evening, and then we went with Hoppy and the rest of the guys to finish up some work that they're waiting to prepare. That is a work in progress. I'll let them announce those things when that's time, but we went to go finish some business that we had to handle. And that was Friday night. Saturday and Sunday went by. I'm still chilling. I'm not going back to work until Tuesday. It's Monday now. I'm not going back till Tuesday.
Yeah. Same, man. Like I said, just really enjoying the time off, getting some good sleep, much needed rest.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I just been chilling, bro. But I feel good. Like I said, I know you mentioned that you feeling good, bro. I feel amazing. Life is great. I'm blessed as always. Can't complain about nothing, man. So I'm not looking forward to going back to work, though. I'm going to say that because I ain't going to lie, man. And I told you this before. When I've had some time off previously in the past, I was like, bro, like I get used to that life, you know? So like going back is hard.
Yeah. Now what I will say, during the snow days before, I got a little bit of cabin fever. I was ready to get out. But with this, when I just have a vacation that's not as long as that, I get well adjusted to just being at home, like you said, and to the point where when it's time to go back to work, even though I like what I do, I'm not going. It's not that I'm not going. I don't want to go. I hate having to go back, so much so that I've booked myself out until Tuesday. Like I didn't even go back on Monday. I wanted to give myself that Monday to rest too. I'll go back on Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because anytime that I take time off for a long period of time, I usually, if I can, always try to take that Monday off and come back on a Tuesday just because I need that extra day, that extra rest just to get myself back right, like mentally.
Right.
You know what I mean? And of course, physically, you know, getting rest. But like mentally, bro, I be having to prepare to go back to work to like lock in when I have a lot of days off.
What I will say, Cari, over this weekend, I had another steak, guys.
Whoa.
What I realized is, and I'm not going to give up too much.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about, I live pretty close to a pretty nice but also very affordable steakhouse.
Okay. And
I really didn't even realize it until last week because I was craving a steak, but the last place that I went, I don't want to pay $50 every time I want to eat a steak. So I rolled over to this spot. They got the perfect size steak. It's like $18, Corey. With the whole meal, I got the mashed potatoes, I got the asparagus. $18, you know?
Hell no, damn. Was it a good steak?
It was hitting just the way I needed it.
For real? For 18?
I might go back.
Facts.
I might go back.
Facts. You know what's crazy though? You know, I went to a luncheon this weekend. I forgot to bring it up actually on Saturday.
I saw that. Yeah. How was that?
Morning. It was great. Great time. Kicked it with my fraternity brothers. You know, it's our charter day coming up. It's going to be 53 years for my chapter. Okay. So we had a... Oh, no. This nigga put the crickets on my head.
I don't know why the crickets keep playing, bro.
Crickets, bro?
I didn't mean to do the crickets, bro.
Tell me how you really feel.
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
No. Hold on. I appreciate it. But nah, tell me how you really feel.
Dog.
Fuck my brothers?
No.
Fuck me?
Bro.
Wow.
You know I love them niggas, man.
For sure.
All I will say is the applause button is right next to the crickets, and it's not one of those things where you have to mash the button down. It's really touch sensitive.
Yeah, whatever, nigga. Appreciate it, bro. Heavy hand ass nigga.
My fault.
Press the right one.
I got it right that time.
yeah.
Look.
Bro, don't press that shit up. No more. But no, man, so the luncheon this weekend, Saturday, you mentioned that you had a steak.
I did.
Not gonna lie to you, brother.
You had one too?
Had me a steak on Saturday.
Yeah. Look, I'm doing it again. Yeah. The steak.
Man, so it was a private luncheon. You know, they give you like the menu. You had 3 options, right? So it was either steak, chicken, or salmon.
See, look, yeah.
So you know, I went with the steak option, but I ain't gonna lie, I should have went with the chicken, man. Like the steak wasn't. It was like a sliced. Like
what was it, prime rib?
Prime rib, yeah.
You don't like prime rib? I'm not a huge fan of prime rib.
I figured out this weekend that I don't like prime rib.
Dog, it was one of those situations as a child. Like, you know when your mother orders something extra because she knows you probably aren't going to like what you just ordered. It was just some new shit. Like, I was at a steakhouse one time as a kid, and I usually just get the regular sirloin shit as a kid, or that's what my mom gets for me. I keep hearing niggas say prime rib, prime rib, prime rib. And I'm like, no, mom, I want the prime rib. She's like, no, you don't want the prime rib. You don't like the prime rib. Like, want it. Yeah. And I'm like, mama, everybody should be able to try something once. How you know I don't like it? Right. You haven't had it. Or you don't like, you haven't given it to me.
Yeah. You thought you was grown.
Yeah. So terrible. Had it, terrible. But she had ordered a second like of my actual meal because she knew I wasn't gonna like it.
Okay, so your mom always know what's up.
Yeah, shout out Dukes. But go ahead.
Dukes. But no, so this was my first time with the prime rib, my first experience. So I learned very quickly that I will never order that shit ever again.
It's saucy too.
Yeah, but it tasted good, but it just I didn't like the look of it, the texture. It looked like a slice of bologna.
I was gonna say, like, if you came really expecting like a steak,
it fucked me up.
It's a totally different take on steak.
It ruined my meal.
Yeah. Some people come like, oh, I want the prime rib. I came looking for that.
No sir, not me. I'm double platinum, just like my.
I need a thick cut steak.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
sirloin, some shit. But yeah,
porterhouse, New York strip type shit.
You know, the $50 bill.
No cap.
But yeah, man. So that's like I said, I had a steak as well too. But overall, the luncheon, like I said, it was cool, man. Like I said, we coming up on 53 years. We got 407 brothers in my chapter, right? I'm number 384.
Y'all niggas was fresh. Them niggas was taking pictures like they was Drake from Take Care and shit.
There's a lot of Take Care action in there.
Now that restaurant y'all was at, I'm not gonna like ask you to disclose or anything, but that was nice. It was nice.
Yeah, I'm actually glad that you brought it up because I just remembered this. It's called Lowry's, like steakhouse or some shit.
Okay,
but it's the family that make the Lowry seasoning salt.
They have a steakhouse out here in the city,
Dallas, Texas, and the season that they serve on the table is all Lowry's.
Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy. I never. I didn't know that.
That's probably. And you saying the steak wasn't, or it was prime rib?
No, it was prime rib, but I put some of their season on it. It was good. Bro, that's why I say it was straight. I just would never order
T-bone or like a New York strip from there. Oh my gosh, it'd probably go crazy. It's probably seasoned like fucking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lowry's prime rib. That's the name of it.
Okay. Yeah. Now I actually want to try the prime rib again because it's been about 10 years since.
Don't do it. You don't want it.
Okay.
You don't want it.
Maybe you're right. But are we still in weekends? Do we have anything else we want to get to for the weekend?
Shit, no, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, now we're here to pod.
Yeah.
Intros. Over the last week, me and Cari's Rise and Grind Canvas Rebel interview article was posted on the Canvas Rebel magazine or in the Canvas Rebel website. It was a really big deal. It took up some time in January. It just finally came to fruition. But I'm sure a lot of people saw that on the socials when we posted. Did you have a lot to say about it, Cari?
Yeah. Like I said, this is I think number 3 for us at this point. So
the third article, yeah, I think so.
So every time you get it, man, it's a blessing, regardless of who it is, when it comes, how it comes. And I think we said this before. We'll say it again. Like we've never like reached out for that. That should just come to us.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's people that we know that's doing whatever, but like
that should be highlighted. We've never just gone in the DMs and requested an interview or an article or something. That shit always just falls into our lap.
They hit the email.
Every
time, So like that's why I say it's a blessing because it's like, oh shit, people really reaching out to us. So I don't take it for granted, man. And the process is always great. That's really what I love. Just locking in, staying up late, figuring out times, locations, outfits, concepts. answering the questions, like the whole process of it. I love it, bro. Shout out to Ked as well, man. I tell Ked, Ked is the greatest, bro.
Absolutely, that nigga's the GOAT.
Man, that's my shooter, bro.
Anytime he in the city, he lock in.
Man, he shit. This home now. You know he back full time.
Oh, word?
Yeah, nigga, Ked locked in.
I knew he said he was back, but I didn't know he was back full time.
Yeah. Shout out Ked, but like I said, bro, just I'll never not show any respect to just the process of it, the build up, and then seeing the final product. You know, like that's just what I love the most. But just grateful to have another article, some more exposure, people sharing it. Shout out to everybody that shared it, man. Whether it was a like, comment, whether you read the article or not, whether you posted, like, shit, I appreciate every little piece of it, man.
Yeah, I want to do a video interview. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Because it's gonna hit a little different.
It's gonna be different for sure. It's
than just being interviewed and seeing it come out.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming soon for sure.
Yeah, but shout out to Canvas Rebel. That was a great opportunity. Shout out Cad again. Shout out you, Cari. Yeah, we really working to make sure we reach our heights, man. But we really, I'm not saying we at the bottom, but we at the beginning. So
just getting started, man. Just getting started. But yeah, shout out to them for that. Appreciate it.
We really next though.
100%.
Like, no, I mean like next.
100%.
No, I mean like next.
100%.
Okay.
You know I'm with you.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Cari. It's still been a little bit cold.
Yeah, especially the last 3-4 weeks we had snow, we had rain, we get hot, we get cold. Like, yeah, it's been wild out here.
Last week it was almost 90 degrees outside. It was 87 degrees. Now it's back to 40s. Now it's 60.
Right.
But I'm saying all that to say I think it's still winter. We're gonna have more winter, correct?
Allegedly, supposedly, if you believe in, what's it called? The Groundhog
Day. Yeah. Me and Cari really just had a pre-production that we took time to make sure we knew what the fuck Groundhog Day was even about, that we understood it, because we've done this our entire lives. Our teachers tell us about it every year growing up through school, whether we're gonna have 6 more weeks winter or not. But I've never really paid attention to what they were saying, and I never knew what meant what or what Groundhog Day was actually for.
Hey, same here. And only thing that I do remember being a kid, my people used to watch the news. They would show that shit on the news early morning before
Absolutely.
School.
Today's Show, Good Morning America, whatever.
You'll see a little groundhog pop up. But yeah, like you mentioned, the reason why we brought it up and really did some research on it, because I never really understood, the cause and effect of it either. So it's interesting though.
All right, so I guess it happens in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So it said Groundhog Day 2023. Pennsylvania's most famous groundhog emerged from his burrow on a cold Thursday morning and saw his shadow. This was on February 2nd, declaring that there would be 6 more weeks winter. So that's what we took and finally learned. Okay, when he comes out, that means there's 6 more weeks winter.
Okay, and he came out.
He came out.
Okay.
I don't know why I was always under the impression that if he went in, that meant, it was cold outside. He gonna chill in there where it's warm until, you know.
I'm just gonna keep it real with you. That's logical. You shouldn't be upset for thinking that way.
And like, don't animals hibernate during the winter?
Most of them, yeah.
So like, why the fuck would he come out
with the groundhog?
Do groundhogs not hibernate?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe they don't. But I'm with you. I ain't gonna lie. When I was a kid, I would think the same thing. Like, if you coming out,
that probably means it's warm enough for your ass to be out. Like, right, what's popping?
Okay, like,
we outside.
It's summertime.
Yeah, it's get groundhog pussy time.
Facts. We in the streets. Them groundhog streets.
They in the groundhog streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they in them burrows.
Okay, for sure.
They in them creeks and shit. They in them dams. Meet me in them dams, bitch.
The Hoover Dam. I'm from Hoover Dam.
Oh shit.
Niggas repping Hoover Dam.
Niggas banging Hoover Dam.
Oh, that's funny, man. That's hilarious.
Groundhog Crib.
I'm from Groundhog Crib.
Groundhog Crib Hoover. That's fucking crazy.
That's funny.
Off of whatever freeway they on.
Facts. Who knows? But you mentioned this, like we said, just here in Texas, man. The weather has been crazy. But did you see California, bro? It's certain areas of California over
they
the
have
past
a
weekend.
historic winter storm going on.
Like, what's going on, yo? California, it never rains in California.
They started to tick the winter machine a few years ago. I went to LA in 2019. It snowed in LA while I was there, Cari.
What?
It snowed on the Hollywood Boulevard.
Swear to God.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It was like the first time in fucking 30 years that shit had ever happened. But ever since then, crazy shit's been going on. They have a blizzard storm going on in Southern California.
Yeah.
Do y'all not remember Tony now? It never rains in Southern California.
Never, man. They got whole TV shows about that as well.
What the fuck is Raphael Sadiq gonna do? He gotta trash that song. I love Raphael.
Same.
All right, man.
Nice brother.
But going on what we were saying?
It's just crazy, man.
Nice brother.
Nice brother. It's just crazy, though, because I've always had those conversations about the weather machine and things like that. And there's videos online of it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's real or not, but like just the theory of it, the thought of it. I've always had that in mind because the way the weather just can change like that, bro, so frequently, that shit bothers me. I'm like, ain't no way it's not being controlled.
No cap.
It's like, come on. But California, they having, like you said, record numbers for rainfall. It was some other places that was getting snow too. Like, it's just, they getting every fucking season at once.
I'm not trying to change the subject, but I just thought of something that's pretty, like, wild. I heard about this in elementary school, which probably made me about 7 or 8, which is popping up in maybe 2 or 3 years to be 20 years from now.
Okay.
Cari, isn't like all Louisiana supposed to be like underground by now? Didn't they say that shit? They were like, in 20 years, Louisiana's gonna be underwater.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what happened to them? They still standing strong, huh?
Yeah. That's still a possibility if they get Katrina.
They got 4 years.
Katrina type of like destruction, bro. You know what I'm saying?
They not going down in 4 years.
No, I'm just saying if it do happen. I think that's just what they was getting at.
Didn't they say like California too? They out of here in like them niggas like a couple years. They gonna break off or something, right?
Yeah, they be having a lot of earthquakes and shit.
Tsunamis.
All they plates messed up. You know, they shit fucked
tectonic.
up.
What's the other plates? Damn it,
I don't know. You got the inner core, outer core,
mantle,
and the crust.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, inner core,
okay.
outer core, mantle.
You got kinetic, not potential. No, don't do this to me up here. No, I'm just playing,
man. But no, we'll just see what happens. I guess winter is here to stay, so we got to bundle up because it's gonna be fucking cold. I guess, man. If we believe in the groundhog, I ain't never believed in the groundhog in my life
until now.
Until right now, nigga.
Nah, but when they pulled him out, I don't know if you saw the picture. No, that nigga was icy. Like
what?
Not.
He was cold.
Don't say it like the nigga had a Balenciaga on. Like you, you was making it seem like I was saying the nigga had a Balenciaga on or something.
This nigga, they got an ice box on Groundhog Street.
Nah, he's not Omarion.
Nah, can't be.
But when they pulled him out, like when he came out, he had ice all over him, type shit.
That's crazy. But they are in Pennsylvania.
Okay, you're right.
Okay,
don't send me a cold March though. No, I'm not even bullshitting. Like I don't want a cold March. This happened on February the 2nd. What day is it? It is now February the 26th. That means we're really only 3 weeks out from that.
Yeah.
4. This will start the 4th week out from that. That means we got 2 more weeks winter. Don't give me a cold ass 2 weeks. Start the rainy, cloudy, fair weather days. I talked to somebody and they said that I'm morbid as fuck. Spring is actually my second favorite season.
Time of the year type shit.
Yeah, and they called me even more morbid because I said winter was my favorite time because they said winter's a sad ass time of the year.
Is it?
Maybe.
Is winter sad? Is it just because of the weather?
Cold, airy, maybe.
Yeah, but I just thought the holidays would brighten that up. That's why I was like, maybe.
You're right.
But maybe I'm missing something.
Counter.
You feel me? I always have a counter.
Yeah. Rebuttal boy.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Is it? Maybe it's just because summer's seen as like the freest, like funnest time of the year. I really fucking hate summer. If we're gonna be honest, and maybe it's just because I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
If we were to take that 3-month period and have that any other like time, I would love it. Put the 3-month time in fall. Holy shit.
I think just because of the way our summers are here in Texas, man.
Yeah. That's
It
what's
get
doing it.
extremely hot, and when I get hot, I get frustrated. So a lot of days I'm walking around mad and sweating and shit.
Want to kill niggas.
You feel me? Want to just let that hoe loose every time I get into any type of disagreement.
Oh, that brings up something else I got to talk about.
Right. But I think that's just what it is with Texas. But I ain't gonna lie, I love the summertime just because the days are longer. The temperature is warmer. And summer, you just have fun. You outside in summertime most of the time because it is warmer. So summer is one of my favorites.
Winter, fall, spring, summer. Rank yours. And I'll give you mine first.
Okay.
Winter is number one for me because I like the cold. I like the holidays, like you said.
Yeah.
Second comes the spring because I love the rain. I could live in fucking Seattle, Washington, and watch the rain every single day.
Dog, I'm trying to go to Seattle. So
no cap. No, listen. Yeah. I mean, we can say let's make that happen, but fuck you. We were supposed to be in New York.
Fuck you.
It's really not just fuck Cari. It's really a mutual thing. But so we got winter first, then we got spring second. Fall is third. I love the weather in fall. That's football season starting, and we're in Texas. I'm a Texas high school football fan. It's just something about that time period that's amazing to me. And you can start to wear your longer clothes. It starts to get a little bit colder. Last is summer. It's blazing fucking hot. Yeah. We're not kids anymore. You don't get 3 months to just fucking do nothing. You still have to go to work, and then you got to try to keep up with all these motherfuckers that want to go out all night. Now fuck you niggas.
Sheesh.
Not a fan.
Not a fan of summer. I understand. Want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Myself, I would say my favorite time of the year is fall, autumn, just because of the
autumn.
The weather. It's not too hot, not too cold. You know, you have them like 60, 70, 70 degree days. The leaves start falling from the trees.
You can pull up her sundress, fuck her right there.
Right then and there. Mm-hmm. You know, get to an easy action. But the leaves start falling from the trees.
It is a little tart though, because it's like 4 p.m.
outside.
Yeah, she's been out for a while.
Like I said, it ain't too hot, but it ain't too cold.
Yeah.
So it's probably a little
yeah, beat it, don't eat it.
I don't know if I ever heard that before.
I just made it up.
I was going to say, I was just like, hold on. I don't know if I've ever heard that.
Yeah, I just made that up. No, but stack it again for them.
That was gold, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with fall. Second would be summer for like what I just mentioned. Winter would come after that because of the holidays.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then spring is just spring. Like, it's whatever.
You don't fuck with spring?
I do, but like I'm okay with putting it last on mine.
I fuck with spring,
but I really fuck with summer. Like I really be using this time to ramp up for the summer.
It's gonna be cloudy in the spring, which is why I love it. Like this is like look at the like open the window, smoke weed in the house type shit. We get a Drake album every fucking spring. Like, come on now. Is it bad that I'm mentioning Drake in my spring?
Yes.
Like
damn.
Think about a spring you can get Drake.
I don't want to.
Come on.
Nah.
That boy on the way. He's on the way, but go on.
That was all you.
Okay, you're done. You're done with the seasons. I gave my seasons. But last thing I wanted to get into, which was a part of the weekend, Saturday, was rolling around. Got a new gun, Cari?
Yeah, bro. You sent me a picture of it. Yeah, tell us about it. How was this? How was this process? What is it that you want to tell us?
I was really just mentioning it as a part of the week, but I don't know what it was about me that I woke up that day and I was just like, we're gonna go cop one.
What day was this?
This was Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woke up, YNW Melly on my playlist. Okay. Whole lot so much. I was like, I want to be like him.
Yeah.
And then I went in and I copped one of his Melvin toys.
Okay. How was that? Because we're in Texas, like we said. We keep saying, obviously, y'all know that, but we have a lot of listenership that's not from Texas. So tell us how the process was of you purchasing a gun.
Yeah, because if you're not in Texas, this might just surprise you.
Yeah.
I went into a store, a pretty reputable sports store, and I said, "Hey, I want that one."
Okay.
I signed one paper.
Oh, so they did get your signature?
Yeah, they ran a background check that probably took about
a couple minutes,
15 minutes.
Yeah, okay, got you.
I paid for the gun. I walked out.
Ooh, interesting. So it was just smooth. No
no
hiccups,
questioning, no nothing. No,
nothing.
yeah.
Okay, in and out. So on estimate, how long do you think you were in the store and out back to your car? How long did that take you?
26, 27 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, guys.
That's amazing.
This is Texas. Yeah, you fuck around being in some other states, spending enough time to buy a car.
Wow. 27 minutes. Okay. And then after that?
Most people would think, like, for people that are not in Texas, that you immediately have to go take class, get licensed, do all that other shit. Texas removed those laws. I've been carrying that bitch on me since I got it. I mean, we're in an open carry state.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You don't really have to have licensing. But the thing that I was really telling Cari during pre-production, that I don't know why my dumb ass just forgot my surroundings. When I bought the gun, of course, had a case, and I went and got a what is it?
Holster.
A holster and ammo. Got ammo.
Of course. Need that.
Absolutely.
What the hell?
Need a little bit of that.
I was going to say that.
Come on now.
Come on now.
What am I gonna do with nothing?
Niggas say you never got two things that match.
No, we got a gun and some ammo though.
Facts.
Got a gun and some ammo. I was loading this gun in the middle of the fucking parking lot of the store I just bought it in.
Okay.
And we're at a store that kids shop at as well. I was at an Academy Sports and Outdoors. In the middle of the parking lot, just loading this fucking clip.
Oh, man. Okay. That's pretty wild. I'm not going to lie.
And I'm not going to lie, I was probably seven into the clip before I realized, like, it's to the point where I'm pressing down in my hand. My hand hurts a little bit. My thumb hurts putting it in. Yeah. That I'm like, oh.
What am I doing right now?
Yeah. Not only are there people here, like, that's probably a crime. No? I can't
Loading?
I can load up right there in the parking lot?
I'm not even going to, I don't know. But shit, you just bought it. So like, why?
You should probably load that at home though.
Okay, yeah, maybe loading it. I mean, but like, how could you even prove? You know, I don't know. How could you prove I loaded this?
If they tapped on the window as I'm loading this clip up,
obviously. But I'm saying, if that don't happen, you can't even like prove that. But no, that's wild of you. Like, why you couldn't wait? What's up?
Eager.
You had it.
Super eager. I just busted the box of bullets open. This just probably flew all over the car.
That nigga ripped it open with his teeth.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny, man. But just in case a nigga act up, I feel you.
Cari, I've been ready to crash. I've been ready to crash out, nigga. Crash out, nigga. Any nigga touch me, I'm crashing out. Fuck, nigga. How about that, bitch? Nah, just
Bro, please do not.
Cari, if a nigga play, he gonna lay.
He gonna lay. For sure.
Nigga, I'm stomping down on anything.
This nigga got road rage.
Nigga, I'm laying shit down out here, nigga.
Yeah, for sure. Niggas gonna know your name.
Niggas gonna call me, huh? What?
I keep it on.
Huh? What? Bitch?
See, you kept the receipt.
Yeah.
You need to take that bitch back.
I don't need it. Yeah, it's some niggas that just need their hands and shit.
Nah, bro. You take that bitch back.
Is it crazy I still keep my knife on the other pocket too?
Nah, it's just cause that's your thing.
I want that, like, now I feel super Texas. I'm gonna start wearing camo hats.
I was gonna say, go buy you a rifle.
Bootcut jeans. I'm gonna dress like Steve Austin from here on out.
Bet.
You say go grab a, like, I have one.
All right, bet. Walk down the street. You can walk down the street, neighborhoods with a rifle.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a family member of mine that left one at the spot for a nigga.
Ooh.
On my mama. Yes. It's in there, man.
AK boys.
It's in there, man.
For sure.
Oh yeah, they were trying to sell me an AR. I almost bought that bitch.
AR-15?
They were like, yeah, it's usually 15, but we got it on sale right now for 700. I was like, oh my God.
That's a good ass deal.
I know, Cari, and that bitch was like great camo. Oh my goodness, that bitch looks so good, Cari.
Nah, that's a hell of a deal.
Cari.
You shot an AR before?
No.
Them hoes are beautiful. That's why I'm thinking like, oh, that's a steal.
I done held one before, but I ain't never shot one before. I know that motherfucker stomp.
That motherfucker go crazy. But that's a steal, no lie. You said it was For 12 or
It
15?
was just for 15. They selling that bitch for like 7.
Oh my God.
And that nigga was trying to get me to buy that hoe. I mean, it's still
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Double back. You never know.
That's at a different spot. I was going through pawn shops first before I wound up at the academy.
For sure.
But it's right down from where we are now.
But,
Yeah. They got that in.
you know, niggas may tap in, may lock in.
No, now I really want one of them hoes too.
Oh man, well I don't have my own, but you know, my dad got like hella shit. So like,
Your dad got ARs?
I think my dad got everything you can name. I swear, he has a whole safe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you got a safe, you know you moving different.
I remember your father's like, let me go grab the gun jokes. You know,
Yeah, he does.
they weren't too jokey though.
I was gonna say he's old school.
I was gonna say they weren't too jokey. They were more on the 70% serious, 30% jokey joke.
Yeah, you know we said it before. Them old guys, them old niggas. You know they come different. They think differently. They joke differently. Yeah, pops get that off a lot. I'd be like, hey, chill.
Yeah, like I don't take it too harsh because I know like
it's pops.
I'm chilling, but
I can't take that from nobody else though.
Yeah, it don't even seem too much of a joke. Really just seemed like he finna pull the strap on you.
Yeah. Like, let me show you something real quick.
Yeah. Like
you know what happened from there.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I don't want to deal with anybody that'll be right back.
I was gonna say never stay. Never stay.
Imagine staying for a nigga that said I'll be right back.
Imagine going to a female crib, right? And like you know, in your mind, you came there to link up, and y'all was gonna have sex.
She got your bitch ass.
So y'all in the bed, man. Y'all in the room in the bed, and she say, "Hold on, I'll be right back." Are you nervous?
Yes, because all I can think of is some niggas coming from up under that bed and robbing my ass.
Exactly, that's my point. Like a setup.
Oh, I'm never a lick like that though.
I'm just asking. My bad, tough guy. Got that strap on him now too. Don't play with him, nigga. I might act up.
Fuck around, crash out. Fuck around and crash the fuck out.
Yes, sir.
What you thinking about? You crashing out with your strap?
No, I'm not crashing out. I'm just gonna let that thing bust.
What if? What? What?
Pause.
Like what?
My fault, man.
What do you mean by that?
I'm gonna shoot that thing.
What? What, nigga?
What, man? I can't even say that.
Pause.
I'm gonna pull the trigger, bro.
Okay.
Thank you. My bad.
Yeah, you lucky I don't know where all of our fucking presets are at, man. Like that was some flagrant shit that you just said. Are we ready to actually move into some of the music shit, man?
Let's do it, man. We had a lot of music that came out this weekend.
Yeah, some big albums. Don Toliver, Lovesick.
Yes, sir.
That definitely came out. I definitely spun I didn't spin this entirely through, but I spun a lot of the tracks. This sounds really good, Cari.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it up a notch and just say this is really great. This is a great project, man. This is a great project.
I had a conversation about this over the weekend. When you think about his albums stacked up, he's doing well. His discography is in a nice place.
He's gotten better each time, man. You know, it's really hard to do that as an artist, man. We see it all the time with guys who we want to, you know, be consistent and stay at the top of the game. And sometimes it's just hard for him. Don Toliver's not one of those guys, though. He's been consistent, man.
He sounds amazing on everything he does.
His last 3 projects are proof in that. You are correct. Everything he does, whether it's his own shit, features, music videos, production, he kills it every time, man. So Lovesick, I was very, very impressed with this album. Of course, I didn't expect anything less coming off of Life of a Don, but I can't say too much about it, bro. It's an amazing project, though. Like I said, what I like the most, the beat selection. Don Toliver picks the best beats that suit him, you know, whether it's a song where he's rapping or doing the singing, auto-tune, switching it up. Like, he just always has the perfect beats. And then those 2 singles that came out, I had mentioned this, Leave the Club and For Me. They're actually 3 and 4 right after each other. I mentioned, like, I figured once that project dropped, they would sound better in placement.
They do.
They sound amazing.
They do.
Amazing placement, man. So, like, I can't say anything bad about this album, bro. I love it. Don Toliver, he did it again.
I've listened to it probably until about number 11, I'll say, or something near then, but or something near there, should I say? It's really good. I talked to somebody else. I said that I need to take some time to see whether this is better than Life of a Don. Life of a Don is special to me. Even though he has Heaven and Hell, I think Life of a Don is like the one. It was amazing. Down from one to the end, to the cover art, to the promotion, to the singles. It was really amazing.
Yeah.
I haven't heard this all the way through. You think this is better than Life of the Dawn or Life of a Dawn?
No, but I don't even want to have that conversation. I
didn't mean it like that.
No. I know.
You said he keeps getting better and better. That's why I wanted to ask.
Right. Yeah. But I agree with you. Life of Don is special. That can never be recreated. That's going to be his best work to me. I don't think he's going to drop anything comparing to that again. But with Love Sick, he didn't have to.
He doesn't.
Know what I'm saying? That's why I say I didn't want to like do that, but I still wanted to answer the question. But no, man, the second one, Life of Donna, is better, but this shit is still special. Every song, you can tell he took his time, had the perfect features, like I said, the perfect beats earlier. I want to point out some favorites, and maybe you can too. I know you say you haven't heard it all the way through, but through those first 11, do you have some that stuck with you?
Leather Coat.
Leather Coat is my favorite song on the album.
Oh, okay. For real?
It's my favorite song.
All right, so
right now it's my favorite song.
I was going to say the same thing, and we didn't even talk about this during pre-production. This is the first time we...
Yeah, I swear to God.
Leather Coat is my favorite song on this album so far.
Absolutely.
I really like the Leave the Club track. It feels really good in the mix of the album. Yeah. Y'all did talk about how Justin Bieber's part sounds good on Private Landing. It does sound good. But Time Heals All, Leather Coat, and Leave the Club right now.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the latter part of it from maybe the Charlie Wilson down to the end. So
okay. Like I mentioned, Leather Coat, favorite song right now. My favorites on this are going to change. That's why I'm saying right now. I've only heard it maybe 2 or 3 times. But Leather Coat, Time Heals All, and then Company Part 3.
Yeah, you did play that track.
Fucking crazy song. Slow Motion goes crazy as well, man. Every song, really, there's not a bad song on this album.
Leather Coat is fucking amazing.
Amazing, dude.
It's
crazy. It's a crazy song.
That's swinging on Westheimer for this one.
Yeah, it just has that because he switches the flow, he switches the beat. But that's just a special song, man. From start to finish. It's the lyrical content, the changing in his voice. He goes like monotone towards the end. He does like kind of like a freestyle at the end. It's a crazy song. So yeah, Leather Coat, like I said, right now is my favorite. Maybe it'll change as the weeks go on because I'm going to be playing this shit for a while.
Was Company Part 3 the one that you played and toward the end of it, it kind of turned into an alternative song? Which one was that? Because that shit was amazing.
It may have been Company Part 3. I can't really remember.
Because we were sitting there talking about it for a second. We were like, oh, this shit is damn near alternative music. Or was that somebody else?
I think we were talking about a different artist there.
Was that somebody's single that dropped?
No. We were talking about Yeat with that conversation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were talking about Yeat. And we're going to get into Yeat.
Yeah.
So fuck Don Toliver. No, I'm just playing.
That's all I really had, though. We could really move on.
Yeah, Don Toliver did it again, though, from what I've heard so far. If you haven't checked out Love Sick by Don Toliver, for real, go check that out. He doesn't miss, and he didn't miss this time either. Let's step into Key Glock, Glaucoma 2. Mm-hmm. Y'all are going to get on my ass because I talked it up and I haven't heard this album yet.
Yeah, ain't that crazy, y'all?
Shut the fuck up.
Ain't that crazy, man.
Yeat stole the show. Yeat stole the show this weekend.
He did. But I was able to play Glock's album, Glaucoma 2. I really like it, man. I said this in pre-production to you as well. Like I mentioned with Don Toliver, Key Glock had good beat selection on this album. I don't think he picked one bad beat. Every beat I liked. I was like, okay, it has potential. But some standout songs, Randy Orton, number 3. I'm liking that one. Number 6, Pop My Shit. But I think Key Glock did what he needed to do with this album. Of course, we talked about it before, like with him putting that Glaucoma name. This is the first big drop since Dolph has passed. All of the things that were leading up and building up to the release of this album. I think he did a good job, as far as to set him up for the future and what happens next. I think he did a great job with that.
Were there no features at all?
No features, man. And I wanted to point that out because, we talked about that last week. We had that conversation.
Yeah, they don't like him.
But on the last track, number 15, is called Fuck a Feature. So I also wanted to bring that into conversation and say, maybe you're right. Once again, I'm not saying you're wrong in this situation. But like I mentioned, maybe Glock don't want to work with nobody. And like that song, when I saw that, I was like, maybe. But you also could be right in your stance, like, maybe niggas are not calling Glock. Maybe that's the case.
They're not. I'm gonna let you know right now. They're not calling that nigga.
I mean, like I said, you don't.
He's not J. Cole.
Of course, but who knows?
You get in this game and make connections. Like who doesn't want to make connections and move up the ranks of the game that you're in?
You say that and I understand, but Key Glock to me seems like he's okay with where he's been. He's okay where he's at now. I felt like that with this album release. Maybe.
Oh, he's Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, bro. He's mellow. For shit show. He is fucking mellow going to New York and staying in New York. He just want that bread. He good over
Key
there.
Glock is Carmelo Anthony.
That was perfect.
And if you remember what I've said forever, I fucking hated Carmelo Anthony for that shit.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want the most out of their career?
I feel you.
How you don't want to win a ring?
Sometimes the money is more important. Sometimes the home. Melo wanted to go home. Key Glock is at a homegrown label.
He don't want to win a ring. He don't want to be the best. He just wants to be doing what he doing.
He good. Some niggas don't. Maybe he don't want it.
Some
man.
niggas have found what they need to do to continue to make it forever.
Like he good.
And they just gonna do that.
Yeah, not to say like a nigga getting comfortable. I don't want to mean like that because a nigga still climbing, growing, getting better at his craft.
No, he's not.
But he's good. Shut up, bro. Yes, he is.
He's still climbing.
He's getting better as an artist. Yes.
Bro,
yes.
See, look, he dodged past that question. Yes or no?
Yes, he's climbing. Yes, man.
Where's he climbing?
Up the charts.
What fucking charts?
Yellow Tape 2. Don't sleep on Yellow Tape 2. That shit was all over the charts. TikTok, Ambition for Cash. Like, let's be real. Like,
You're right.
Let's
No,
be real.
but was Yellow Tape 2 his last tape?
Yeah. Before this, he dropped the EP that PRE5L, whatever. But that was the last project that came out like last year.
Okay.
What's up, man?
Look, he studied before this. Look, he knew I was gonna do this.
Nah, man, this nigga
But
trying to fact check me.
he not climbing though.
Hey, man. Obviously, you don't like Key Glock.
I like Key Glock. Don't do that.
You said this is the album you was most excited about leading into Friday. You didn't even fucking listen to it. So, like, why are we even talking right now?
He not climbing.
Whatever, bro. I like the project though. Glaucoma 2. It sounds nice. Like I mentioned, I think Glock did a great job. I just got to give him more experience. This is the one that I listen to the less.
I'm listening to this today.
The least amount of times. I'm sorry. I listened to this one the least amount of times.
I'm listening to this today. Hey, everybody. Corey watched the first episode of Wu-Tang. Yeah, man. Hey, yes, Corey finally watched Wu-Tang, man.
Yes, sir. I tapped in, man. I told you. We made that deal. Anytime money is on the line, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to step up to the plate.
That boy watched that first episode. He saw Ghostface shoot that up, or he saw Ghostface get his house shot up. Yep, I did. Saw Mama in there. It was just wine. They ain't get her.
Man, that's crazy.
They ain't get her, man.
I thought they had him. I ain't gonna lie.
Drunk ass.
Thought they had him.
His mom's a wino, though.
Huh?
His mom's a wino.
Oh, for real? I'm gonna see that eventually.
Did you not see it? She fell asleep with a wine bottle in the bed.
Yeah, I just thought you were saying there's gonna be more scenes that really like prove that point. But yeah, she had the bottle in her hand while she was asleep.
She had it in the bath.
See, I don't know if I've seen that.
Oh,
maybe I don't remember. But yeah, I started it, man. I do like what I've seen so far. So just one episode, but what I will say about it, I feel like they did a great job of just like giving you everything in one episode. They gave you all the introductions, all the characters, and they built the plot. It's hard to do that sometimes on the first episode to lock a nigga in and keep you want to watch more. I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I see the excitement, and because it's something that I'm interested in. I know the story. I know the group. It's music. It's hip hop. So I'm already intrigued off of that. But it looks like it's great acting, great production. So I'm looking forward to finishing this shit by April 1st, nigga. Yeah.
Damn, that nigga is.
I'm podding today.
Really aggressive. No, you're really aggressive. Yeah, you might be podding too. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was apparently my mom Dukes and my sisters have been telling me that there's a hip hop documentary called Fight the Power, How Hip Hop Changed the World, airing on PBS, and it's been airing since the beginning of Black History Month, and we've been fucking missing it. And they said it's been amazing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so we might have to go back and tap into that.
Yeah, send it.
Yeah, bet. I will.
For sure.
Let's move forward into albums because that's what we were on before. My nigga Logic, Cari. That nigga Logic dropped College Park. It's out. He did it. That nigga Logic is here. That nigga Logic, nigga.
Yo.
Oh, God, that nigga Logic.
Bro, shut up, man. Why is it still on the list, yo? Shout out to Logic, man. He put out another album, 17 songs. I believe he's independent now, like I said, since he's been back. He was previously on Def Jam. But
let me read something from his album intro.
Logic, man. Go ahead.
This is an excerpt.
Okay. This nigga smart.
And this is some of his lyrics that started. It says, there were days when I wished I was Cole.
Oh my God.
Wish I was Kendrick. Days when I wished I was Lupe. Hella eccentric.
Ooh.
Logic raps on Clone Wars 3 from College Park. The Maryland hailing MC has nothing, if not honest, over the course of his... Oh, he's been nothing, if not honest, over the course of his career. But it's refreshing to hear someone as accomplished as Logic look back on a time that he wasn't so sure of himself. This song is actually about the rapper realizing all he really needed to do was succeed to be himself and let those who got it, his underlying love for golden era hip hop, his complex story, his love for anime and he didn't put that in his rap.
Yeah, that's a lot.
In his rap bio. His love for anime and video games.
That's a lot. So
they get it.
I'm getting the notion, like I mentioned before with Def Jam, he had so much success, then he retired, then he came back and he's dropped like 2 or 3 projects within the last 3 years. But I think what I'm hearing, Logic had all that fame, lost it, and now that he's back, I won't say just lost it, but you know what I'm saying? He just wasn't making music like he was anymore. But now that he's back, he just realized he don't even care about that shit. That's what I'm getting from what he's reading. Because he's reminiscing on college, if I'm not mistaken. You see the album cover? I think that's a young Logic, right?
It is.
Okay, so they say he's reminiscing on a...
Why are you paying this much attention to this guy?
Important, nigga, you read the shit. I didn't know you was going to do that, so I'm
fuck
trying
this
to...
nigga. This is a parody.
I did hear one song, right?
Oh, you did? For real?
On accident. I ain't gonna lie.
I just want to die today. I just want to die.
I heard one song, man. It's called Lightsabers. I ain't gonna lie. It was kind of nice. I swear. It was fire. Yeah. I know it's crazy I'm even saying that. But check out that Logic, man. College Park.
You an advocate?
Bubba Sparks. No. I'm not an advocate.
Nigga said College Park, Bubba Sparks.
I'm not an advocate, man.
Okay.
I don't even know why you did that to me again.
Yeah, I heard one of the songs too. I can't even make it.
I was waiting on it.
I didn't hear that shit, man. Nah, that shit's probably trash. But check that out. Check that out. It's probably fucking ass. We got one more album to talk about. We told y'all Yeat was dropping. Yeat dropped. His album's called Afterlife. I've heard the entire thing. Cari, this shit is heat. Mm-hmm. Yeat is that new hot nigga out.
Yep, he has that Stan fan base as well. He has that young boy fan base.
There's no father to his style on some old dirty bastard shit.
Yeah, man. What do they call like a clan? His fans go crazy, bro.
A cult. Yeah, he has a cult like fan base.
Yeah, a cult like fan base, man. His fans go crazy, but the project is amazing, man. This is Afterlife, the follow up to the last project, which was called Life. But Yeat once again just show like he's one of the Yeat, like you said,
he's
bro,
one of the brightest in this game right now.
He's one of the he's that guy. There's no comparing to Yeat. Like we said, you mentioned nobody can do his style, but even the success, bro, like he really sounds good. Like I like Yeat a lot.
There's always one hip hop artist that's completely captivating the young audience, and so much so that it starts to bleed into past the young audience, into the 18 to 35 type of, or the 18 is still in that, but it'll start to bleed into the older audiences, and that's what Yeat has done. Do you remember when Yachty was king of the teens? Mm-hmm. Bled into the older niggas. Now everybody fucks with Yachty.
Facts.
2016 to 17, Lil Uzi Vert, that bled into everybody. Everybody fucking loves Lil Uzi Vert.
Yep, you're correct.
I really caught, I don't know if y'all remember, this was probably last year. I sent an Instagram message to y'all and I was like, watch this nigga right here. He dropping an album, blah, blah, blah. He's finna blow. It was Yeat.
I do remember because I think he was posted up with Drake, or Drake had just like followed him.
Yeah, and I was like, here it is.
Yeah, his name was starting to circle a lot. So yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I was like, he's starting to get a lot of buzz, blah, blah, blah. Because when there's certain people, whether you send it, whether I send it, if Hop might send it, this buzzing, we'll put each other on alert for that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
We saw this nigga coming up.
Yeah, he had a I don't know if it was on Life Project, it might have been the one before that. He also had a hot song with Gunna at the time. Gunna was smoking. He put him on a song, and that shit was going around like crazy as well.
He was just about to drop Life when
that song came out.
When I told y'all about this nigga.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're correct.
I was gonna say because I hadn't heard him either until Life came out. I just saw the track that Drake was talking about, and I was like, oh, this nigga's buzzing.
Yeah.
But now it's to the point where it's not just young niggas. The point that I was getting to. Older niggas are listening to Yeat. There's niggas that don't even know what the fuck Yeat is saying until he clicks on the lyric box. But they fucking with it because the sound of his music is something different.
Yeah, it's unorthodox, man.
It's hard in 2023 to create a new sound that niggas have not heard before. And somehow this nigga's done it in the rap game. Like I'm saying, I'm going to say it again just because it's amazing me. It's hard to create a brand new sound these days. Niggas don't do that. He did it. Like, I can't think of the last person that created a brand new sound. Brooklyn Drill, maybe?
Uzi. Yeah, maybe. But you're correct. That's why I like him so much. Like I said, it's unorthodox. He uses a lot of instruments, a lot of like auto-tune in his voice. I can't explain it, bro. Like you mentioned, it's his own sound. And when you have a sound that nobody can also recreate, that's another thing that separated him, because niggas can come out with sounds sometimes, but most of the time it's a sound that's easy to catch on. It's trendy, things like that. Yeat has a sound that literally, I think, and of course niggas are gonna always have people that end up sounding like them, but right now I'm like, bro, there's nobody that could really do what Yeat is doing on those songs.
And if somebody does it, we're gonna easily be able to point them out. Oh, you're fucking copying Yeat. Exactly. This is a Yeat clone,
because his sound is out of this world.
But he has a sound that will create sons quickly.
Of course, because it happens.
Yeat is going to have, like, if he has longevity in this game as a rapper, which we're gonna have to see where the sound of music goes, because it's up in the air as it pertains to rap right now. Right. But if Yeat has longevity, he's gonna have sons quickly, about as quickly as Lil Uzi Vert has sons like Yeat.
Yeah. You're correct. And I think he knows that.
You pointed that out to me.
What?
That Yeat is he's a Lil Uzi Vert baby. He's a product of that.
Yeah, for sure. You can kind of throw Travis in there. Even really like Yeezus, Kanye, bro. It really...
they're fathers to Lil Uzi.
Yeah, it always started there. But to me, because like I said, when Uzi came, he just kind of had this sound that nobody could do. And then now we get to the point where we know that people are biting on that. But that's just... The first time I heard Yeat, like you mentioned, was like 2020, 2021, whenever it was. I had that same feeling from the first time I heard Uzi, when it was like 2015, 2016, that the Love Is Rage mixtape was on SoundCloud. I was like, bro, there's nobody that's making music like this. Who is this guy? You know? So it was the same shit the first time I heard Yeat.
Have you sat back and actually thought about how many sons this nigga Lil Uzi already has?
So like that's why when I said earlier, when you asked earlier, like who birthed the sound, he's the only nigga I could really think of.
Think about Yeat. You could think about Trippie Redd.
Yeah. You
could think about XXXTentacion.
Absolutely.
You could think about Juice WRLD.
Sheesh. Rest in peace, Juice.
I just had one off the top of my head. You could think about Lil Keed. You could still say Thug in there for sure. Thug. Absolutely. But there's a lot already that have already made a big impact in the rap game. Yep. He's a GOAT?
Yeat?
No.
Oh,
Lil Uzi.
Yeah. He is.
Like he's imprinted in rap forever at this point?
Yeah. I think it's okay to say that.
I think so, because there's a generation of kids that are somewhere between 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that's the greatest rapper they've ever heard.
Yeah, and I'm not
mad at that.
I'm not mad. Yeah, I'm not mad at them saying it, because I understand.
Because outside of Drake, because I'm thinking about it, like I always go back to me being at a school. I'm in the system and I can see their ages and shit. Mm-hmm. Some of the oldest ones were born in 2006, 5, 6, 7. So by the time they were in kindergarten, Thank Me Later was already dropping. They only know Drake and fucking Beyond. And they weren't old enough to be connecting with J. Cole and Kendrick.
Yeah, that's disgusting. They know Drake post Hotline Bling.
For real.
That's nasty.
Absolutely.
I know.
And
That's the perfect measure.
And like I'm saying, when Kendrick and Cole and Meek and those niggas were dropping their most prolific shit,
They won't listen to it.
it didn't make any sense to them because they were dropping conscious music and that shit wasn't what a kid wants to listen to, even if it's rap.
Yeah. That's why Lil Uzi has had so much success. Of course, he's fucking talented, don't get me wrong, but that's number one why he's had so much success, because his style and type of music is what the kids are wanting to hear right now.
And by the time they were even coherent or cognizant of music, that's what the biggest thing out was.
I was just about to say that. He had the biggest fucking albums at the time. Yeah, I was just about to say that. So yeah.
He controlled the landscape by the time their ears were finally turned on to where they maybe might like some Kendrick or Cole, Uzi had controlled the landscape by then. Yeah. Kendrick and Cole were exiting.
They were singing, what was it? Now I Do What I Want?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. I don't really care if you cried.
Money Longer.
Sheesh.
He in this fucking bag, man.
Playboy Cardi. I love them niggas, but it's really sad. That's what you niggas have to grow up on.
Trash, actually. Absolutely.
But that's what our parents are saying. Lottie, hills and hills, hills and hills, every fish has gills.
We had some goats, though.
No, we did.
And they are, too, but just a different type of goat.
Absolutely. But no, we had 50 and Wayne and shit. Kanye.
Jay.
Eminem.
All these niggas. Like,
you had Kendrick Lamar.
We were blessed.
J. Cole.
Yeah, we were blessed.
Drake.
Blessed. Absolutely.
Wale.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. I think we're out of albums.
Yep.
Let's get into songs. We intro with Greatness by Quavo.
Mm-hmm.
This was a big track for me. I don't know about for you, Cari.
Absolutely, for me as well.
Okay.
For sure.
But on
Wednesday night.
Okay, yes. It was Wednesday night. Quavo announced, hey, give me an hour, guys. I'm dropping a new track called Greatness on YouTube. That comes out. The video is actually it's really more of like a day in a life type of shit for Quavo. Yep. He's stacking up plaques for Migos, for himself, for Unconfused, for Only Built for Infinity Links, which, side note, I don't know why I fucking forgot that was a Raekwon album, Only Built for Cuban Links. Fucking crazy. But it was a really nice put together video, and it was almost like, yes, Takeoff is gone, but where are we gonna move on from here? This was Quavo's I'll Be Missing You by P. Diddy.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed this song. He rapped strong. It wasn't bullshit. He was he just had a lot of fire in what he was saying. You could tell he meant what he was saying. He made statements. He let you know what the fuck was going on with the group. He didn't explain shit. Of course, we'll probably never get an explanation on what's going on between Quavo and Offset. But he let you know we'll no longer be fucking with each other. This Migos shit it's a dud. It's over. Take passing away was it. That's over.
Yeah.
It's me, and I don't know where I'm going moving forward, but I'm going, and I can't look back.
Yep. And I'm trying to, if you want to stay on this train with me, on this plane, you can come along, or I'm just going to leave you in the past. He's really moving on to the next phase of his life, like we said, post Migos, post the death of Takeoff. But I agree with you, man. This song had a lot of passion behind it, a lot of passion. So, of course, he's going to mention Takeoff. One thing I wanted to point out within this song, he was doing Takeoff's flow.
Yeah, you can hear the mama.
You heard the mama Alice, but even the, you know, what did he say? The Migos, you know that we amazing, or whatever he said. Like,
never forget that the Migos amazing.
That's Takeoff.
Look at the ice and the knot in my pants. You know that them young niggas made it.
That's literally Takeoff's flow. You know, so paying tribute, it was just, like I said, just a very passionate song. I loved it. I've been playing this song all week since it came out. I can't stop playing it, but it just lets us know that Quavo is on his way. We speculated this a little bit with Offset. We know he's dropping an album, but Quavo's a solo artist now, man. He has to make music. So I think we can expect more. Hopefully we can expect more passionate music from this guy now, moving on to this next stage or phase within his life.
there's something for me about trumpets.
Oh yeah. You said that.
I don't know what it is. When you hear trumpets, and even if we want to get down to the shit, like even in the Bible, it says like when Jesus comes back, like the trumpets are gonna sound.
Yep.
There's something triumphant about trumpets.
That's hard. I ain't gonna lie.
That's kind of, I don't know about the root of the words and shit like that, but that might be why the shit is called trumpets.
Maybe.
But when you hear the trumpets on this song, it's almost like the get back up, you're a fucking champion type of vibe. If you think about the beginning of, I've even played it on the pod, Under Enemy Arms by Trippie Redd, like it gives you that I'm a champion type of feel.
That belief, yeah.
Yeah. The fucking Champions Ring song by Drake. He'll be records on my demo.
Dun, 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 dun,
They're trumpets.
Dun, 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 dun,
They're
dun,
trumpets.
dun, yeah.
They give you a triumphant type of feel, and I feel it all through this fucking song.
Trophies.
Trophies.
Yeah, that's the name of it. Yeah.
But yeah, there's something about some fucking trumpets that get me.
Yeah.
And like you said, Quavo's on his way out. Not on his way out of the rap game or anything like that, but he's on his way out for a new album. A new album is on the way.
Yeah.
And whether or not they're doing this on purpose, it's amazing for business. Are they about to position this Quavo versus Offset shit?
I mean, even if they not trying to do it on purpose, it's gonna be painted that way regardless. That first release is just nothing we could do about it. It's gonna be verses.
Those albums are gonna drop near each other. But what I will say is, with not knowing where the rap game is going, I thought about this last night. I'm really with this hip hop shit, y'all.
You potting right now. On my life, you is.
My fault.
Nah, I'm saying that Jesus, that Trump is what's up. That was crazy. You going insane right now. So,
I really be thinking about it.
Keep going.
But I really sit back and I think about this rap shit in my free time. Like I just sit back and ponder where this rap shit goes. With us not knowing where the state of rap is or what's going to happen moving forward, I think albums like Offset's dropping and Quavo dropping are going to be some of the biggest drops of this year. Like Offset's album dropping this year is going to be one of the biggest fucking albums, hip hop or not, of 2023. I don't even know if niggas are really thinking about it the way I'm thinking about it. That album release is going to be huge because we're not the only ones that think about it, because I see it on social media that are talking about how Offset is the Beyonce of the group. He's the Beyonce. He's da-da-da-da-da. Niggas are waiting on that shit to drop. And everybody's waiting on him to talk. Everybody's waiting on both of them to talk. These are going to be huge albums that where even if we don't get the biggest of the big, and we're getting Rihanna and shit like that too. These niggas fuck around, save the sound of rap, because there's not going to be anything else going on. Khaled dropped last year. Kanye's not dropping this year. You don't know if you get a Jay-Z album this year. And the biggest of the big dropped in the last 2 years. They're not dropping it besides maybe fucking Drake. Maybe.
Cole, of course.
You're not getting Cole till third, fourth quarter.
Yeah, but still this year.
Yes.
Yeah, but no. So that's a fucking great point, by the way. Once again, you're potting your.
Oh yeah,
ass
we
off
shooting
right
now. We shooting now.
But I want to ask a question or just pose some more to the conversation. So you're saying like their drops would be beneficial just because we don't know where rap is going. We don't know where the landscape of rap. So these two niggas could actually play a huge part within the rap game this year. I mean, they were obviously, but like we said, the biggest projects of the year. Like that says something.
The controversy. Don't let these niggas add in a couple of hit records, Cari. Like, if you let Quavo and Offset solo get 2 tracks that smoke the fucking city up, oh my God, they're going head to head.
Yeah. I can see it. No, like I said,
those albums are coming out this year. They just
For sure.
just dropped singles at the end of 2022 and the beginning of 2023. You don't see December without an album from both of them.
Yeah, both of them niggas are on the way.
They were on the way, period, even before that. Offset was supposed to drop his album He had a release date before Takeoff passed.
Oh yeah, that shit was actually supposed to come out in November. Like,
It was supposed to come out the Friday Takeoff passed.
Yeah, I do remember that. That's crazy. So shoot, you're right.
Oh, that
We'll see.
nigga. And if it was already set like that, there's some tracks.
Some heat.
Now he's got time to rework.
I was gonna say, I ain't gonna lie, I think he kind of went back to the drawing board because maybe songs like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and Cold, maybe those were album songs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 at least.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those ones that you saw with those Motown stamps on it, those were album tracks.
Okay, so yeah, of course, nigga was in his bag. That's the one Baby Keem produced. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, no, you could be right, man. We're gonna have to see, but
He's going back to the drawing board for sure though, because now he's getting in that Takeoff bag.
Oh yeah,
He's getting in the Rest in Peace Takeoff bag.
Facts.
And
more drama has happened.
I was gonna say, I thought about this too over the weekend. Nah, like Cari, with Quavo being on the fuck all that bullshit, I won't sleep with a snake vibes. Please don't, like, if Offset comes out with a I'm hurt, I just want my brother back like song, like, oh, it's raps. These niggas gonna go crazy, man. Cause you know that's where Offset is trying to do the Beyonce of this shit. He's gonna play innocent on whatever's gonna happen. Like he's got to play like the I'm hurt. Like what did I do? Like I just want my brothers.
Yeah, we'll see.
And I love to see a fake. You know I love Kanye.
I love to see a fake. Not too much on set, man.
What did? Never mind.
Good.
Nothing.
Okay.
I love Set. Set is the best one out of the group.
Love him.
Mama.
Talk.
But yeah, that was a good talk on that.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy that came out of the first song we needed to talk about. Let's move on. Lil Wayne dropped a track called Can't Nobody with a K because, you know, he's Suwoo featuring DMX. For a Lil Wayne track who's in his 40s now? Is he in his 40s at this point? If not, he's fucking 39.
Maybe.
But for Lil Wayne, who I believe is in his 40s at this point, with a posthumous DMX feature, and it's not even really a feature. He was just sampled and he was on the hook a little bit. He was talking on the intro. I like this track, Cari. Can't Nobody featuring DMX. It was nice to me.
I do too. I'm trying to get Lil Wayne's age.
When I started this track, I was a bit optimistic because I was like, if this is DMX, it's probably latter days DMX, and I don't really want to hear like Exodus DMX. I listened to the album, but that's not what I wanted to hear from him. So if they would have had great verses from DMX, they would have been on Exodus.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
So anything else that you're going to pull up, I know you're not going to pull anything better than what's on Exodus. So, and I didn't even like that much. No disrespect. Rest in peace, DMX. The nigga's king. But it was really just him talking on the beat, talking over the chorus, some shit like that. And I really liked this.
Yeah, I did too. Wayne is 40, by the way. You hit that right.
Okay.
Now, be 41 this year. But it's a Swiss beat. You know, anytime Wayne and Swiss get together, they have a sound. You know,
you can tell. It sounds great.
No. I'm not even trying to talk down. I love it too. Wayne is rapping like how he's been rapping the last 2-3 years.
He's walking on shit.
We've said it before. Like he's literally almost damn near in his best shape.
He's walking on shit.
You know, so like Wayne is gonna go crazy every single time. But I was very curious to see that DMX. You know, how is that gonna sound as well? Is it gonna be a verse? However, but I liked how it was just kind of just the chorus and them just adding like that little sample. I feel like that's all you needed. We didn't need a DMX verse on this song because Wayne went so crazy. I don't even think their styles would have matched.
Lil Wayne even said, all I need is a DMX sample.
That's all he said he needed. So amazing song, man. Wayne, once again, this guy's 40 in his damn bag still. This crazy.
Check this out. Like it's good to the point where I'm gonna save this to my phone. I want to hear this more. We're moving on. EST dropped new music. We don't want to get into all of the songs too much, but I like that track. We can go ahead and move on. G Herbo, he dropped a track called Raining featuring Blue. Did you have comments on that? I really like this track.
Yeah, I really like this one as well. Blue on the chorus has a little verse at the end. G Herbo, man, just like I said before, I still think he's the best rapper out of Chicago right now. You know, so anytime
you standing on that?
Bro, nobody's rapping better than Herbert.
Cari.
I
said this when we had this conversation last time. I said it, and I'm gonna stand on it again.
Don't say yay.
Of course I would say Ye, but I wasn't even thinking it. But Ye doesn't count. He's better than all of them forever.
Right. Okay, who you going? My bad.
Dirk, nigga.
Bro, he's not better than Dirk, man.
Yeah, I know he's not better than Dirk.
Damn, my bad.
Look, I got him.
Fuck, Dirk is not better than him. Damn it. This nigga fucking me.
I got his ass.
I don't even want to have an argument no more. I done fucked up.
Tongue tied his ass, Posh.
Damn, what? But no, man, G Herbo is rapping way better than Dirk, fam. I'm gonna stand on that, man. I feel like Herbo is more lyrical. Dirk didn't figure.
Herbo is more lyrical, but bar for bar, like if we were to just have a rap off,
Herbert. G Herbo gonna slide on bro every time, man. I think Dirk has just found a sound that he's able to curate and make it sound good.
But it's 2 or 3 different sounds,
regardless of the beat, though. So yeah, Dirk is maybe the better artist, but the better rapper
is Dirk.
Is G Herbo, man. I'm gonna stand on that. He proves it in this song, man. You gotta listen to the lyrics, man. He had a crazy bar at the end that I don't want to mention. You remember that shit about the planet Uranus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
He said he gonna put it in your face, my finger in your anus.
Yeah, he said we got so much space like a planet. Wait, it's a planet so much space like Uranus. I'm gonna put it in your face.
Finger in your anus.
Finger in your anus. This nigga's disgusting.
Put it in your face, finger in your anus. He didn't even say finger in your anus. He said, put it in your face, finger your anus.
Oh, okay. Sick guy. But outside of that,
you never fingered an anus?
No.
What? He's a liar. But we'll move on.
Finger? No.
If you've put your finger in an anus, you fingered an anus.
I have, bro.
See, look. Oh, Corey doesn't hide being sick. You're sick, nigga. You're sick.
How am I sick, yo? I didn't rap about it.
No, I'm saying like you be trying to hide, like.
I'm not trying to hide. I just said like he put it in a bar. He's a sick guy for putting that in a bar. I wouldn't put that in a bar.
You just put it in a pod?
Fuck you, bro.
I got him.
You are.
Come on, we're going to the next level, nigga.
Let's do it, man.
It's okay.
What Future say? Future had a nice little.
I'm gonna put my thumb in a butt.
Put my thumb in the butt. Yes.
Yeah, it's okay if like
I've done like it's not. I'm not like that's just not something that I just do. I did it because of that's like what
you did it because of Future. Oh,
what?
Oh, I thought you were saying like
like she was cool with it, but that's not just something I'm just going.
Well, hopefully,
going around doing. Bro, like can you stop? You didn't put me in a rabbit hole that I don't even want to be in.
Yeah, I know.
That shit is crazy. But no, like that's not just something I'm going around doing. Like that's.
Have you ever done it and like your fingernail was dirty?
No.
Like, then why my shit look like that?
That's disgusting.
Is that boo boo?
This nigga's nasty as fuck.
My fault, bro.
It's nasty, bro.
No, but it was a really good track, G Herbo. It's called Raining Feature.
Listen to it. Shit.
That nigga don't even want to buy no more.
What the hell was that? It's crazy.
My fault, bro.
Niggas wild. Like,
A Boogie dropped new music. He dropped a track called Secrets featuring Mariah the Scientist. I love A Boogie. I love Mariah the Scientist. I'm not a huge fan of this track though. I think Mariah the Scientist, she's gonna go in the booth, do whatever she needs to do to make sure it sounds great every time. This was an A Boogie thing this time. And it might have been because we just been bragging on A Boogie for the last 3-4 fucking weeks, Corey. Mm-hmm. We shouldn't have been doing it. We should have just been not giving any props and just letting niggas prove themselves. We threw the flowers in his face before the state championship, before the conference finals, before the Super Bowl.
Thanks. That's our fault.
He was 16-0.
Yeah.
You know how the fucking
the regular season.
Yeah. Or he couldn't have gotten to 16-0. Or unless he got to the Super Bowl. This ain't the Super Bowl. Damn it, this analogy's fucked.
Nah, Super Bowl is just the regular. I mean, the 16 is 17 now, but that's just
You're right. We're not talking about postseason. Yeah. That's like being 16-0 until the last game. You got that cocky. Take a loss.
Take a hike.
I hope this doesn't go on the album. This doesn't go on the album, does it? This goes on the album.
I don't know. He dropping so much music. I don't know what. He just dropped. Like what he said in December. So like I don't know what he's doing right now.
I think he's got something coming. But the only reason why I say that is because he has 3 songs out since the last thing that he dropped. It seems like he's on a run. And Mariah the Scientist is probably the biggest up and coming female R&B artist at the moment. usually like in the past year or so, we've had like the Cleo Soul, the I forgot there was one other that I can't think of the name right now, but they're not really limelightish. They were just more towards the music. She's huge. Mariah the Scientist, she's gotten to the point where she's blown. She's blown up. And he's not wasting that. He's not wasting that feature. That's going on a project.
Okay, I got you. That makes sense.
She is getting to the point of Summer Walker right before she dropped Control. She doesn't have Over It. She's getting to the point of Summer Walker right before Over It drops. She doesn't have one of those just yet, but that's where we're headed.
Okay.
And it's not her first album. She's got 2 or 3 at this point, but she's the one that in any young lady's mouth, all the ladies, when they talking about their favorite R&B artist right now, unless you're talking about SZA or Summer who are sitting at the top, they're talking about Mariah the Scientist. He's not wasting that feature. It's going on now.
She in their mouths? Damn.
Yeah. I mean, she could be in this one. I mean, fuck it. Sorry, Thug.
I hear you.
Sorry, Thug.
I hear you.
Have you not seen Mariah the Scientist?
Yeah, of course I've seen. She's beautiful.
She's like pure Brittany Renner.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, nobody said she's pure, but
You just said that.
she's like not slut Brittany Renner. You thought I wasn't gonna do it? Slut!
She's changing her ways, man. That's what they say. That's
Man,
what
you better tell that shit to Amber Rose and Drea. I'm doing that shit with her. You remember when fucking 21 Savage went on that slut walk with her?
I do.
And they got a megaphone and everything. You better he's lucky her loss came out. No, I'm just playing. Shout out 21. That nigga killed it.
I'm dead.
Where are we at with it though? It was an RA track. If you want to check that out, check it out. Were you saying something?
We can move on. The last little song we got.
Hit Boy and Musiq Soulchild. We already talked about how they've got an entire R&B project on the way. I guess this is the first single or the lead single, Best of a Slow Dance.
Beat of a Slow Dance.
Why does that say that? Did I mess that up? I'm sorry, guys.
I guess so.
I'm sorry. No, that's autocorrect. That's bullshit. Blame Tim Cook.
For sure.
Beat of a Slow Dance.
Beat of a Slow Dance, man. They also announced the project coming March 10th. It's going to be called Victims and Villains. But nigga, this song, we've been waiting on this project. Obviously, they announced it like 2 months ago, maybe, or a month ago. Hit Boy, we've known the projects that he's done with rappers. King's Disease, he's done shit with Big Sean. I mean, every
Dom
artist,
Kennedy,
any artist you
Drake.
can think of, Drake, Kanye, Jay-Z, Beyonce, any artist you could fucking think of, Hit Boy has done production with them. But as far as albums, these days, this new collab project, he's really only done that with Nas. You know, as far as like really going crazy.
King's Disease, Magic, shit like that, yeah.
So he mentioned that he was gonna tap into another side. He was gonna go R&B and get Musiq Soulchild, man. So that intrigued me from the jump. But this song, Beat of a Slow Dance, I think this shit is about to go crazy. That song is amazing.
The song is amazing.
Fucking amazing, bro. So I think this whole project, they keeping it short too, only 10 songs. I'm like, hey, this may be some fire coming from them.
What I will say, even though this is just one single, I'm going to need Hit Boy to cut me a little deeper with the beats. I don't want him to round this off and give me his hip hop-ish version of it, unless that's what Musiq Soulchild is going for. Because do you know what I mean by I'm listening to this beat and it sounds great, but it also sounds hip hoppy too. Like R&B me out with this whole. I want to see how amazing Hit Boy is jumping into a real R&B bag.
I feel that.
So not that this wasn't great. This was great. Like I said, this was an amazing track. But I want to see what this is going to be like full length.
Absolutely, and hopefully they're going in with that focus because he is an R&B artist, Musiq Soulchild. So hopefully, him and Hit Boy are going in. You know, like let's keep it R&B. Let's not get too far right. You know, with the hip hop.
I have an example. Usher is my favorite artist, Cari. My favorite singer forever. He'll forever be my favorite singer. The nigga's. He's like Michael Jackson to me. Everybody has their Michael Jackson. Mine is Usher. and I love every piece of work Usher has done, even the bad one. And by the bad one, do you remember when he connected in 2018 with Zaytoven?
I do.
You remember how many of those beats were rap? And then he probably had about 2 tracks, the Say What You Want. That was the only R&B track from it that really hit like that. Everything else was rap Usher. And I think it was called, I really don't even know what it was called. There was a blue truck out front, or there was a blue car out front.
Yeah, it's called A. Just A.
For Atlanta. Because it was Zaytoven and Usher getting together. There was Say What You Want, and there was one other track that was R&B-ish. Other than that,
Peace Sign?
I don't even remember if it was that.
Okay.
It was bad. It was bad.
You didn't like it.
I love Usher. It was bad, man.
I know what you
That
mean.
can't happen because he didn't R&B out. Zaytoven didn't go as R&B on the beats as he needed to. He just scratched the surface of R&B for Usher, but did what he needed to do as a rap producer. Zaytoven is already not one of my favorites. He can do Migos and Gucci Mane beats, but other than that, I really don't want to hear Zaytoven.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm looking at the track list, the Usher track list. He had a song with Future and Gunna. 2 separate songs with each of them on the song. So
That shouldn't be happening for Usher.
I know what you mean. So yeah, hopefully with Musiq Soulchild, they stick to the roots, they stick to his sound, and then just Hit Boy incorporating his new, what do you call it? What would you call Hit Boy's new like style of beats? I don't even know what to like title it.
I don't even know. Yeah. I can't think of it.
I can't think of a word, but hopefully, like we said, they stick to the roots of what Musiq Soulchild has come up to be, what we know him to be. So I'm still looking forward to him, and that shit coming out in 2 weeks. I'll be playing that.
Yeah, I can't wait for this either, to be completely honest. And I'm a huge fan of everything else Hit Boy and everything else Musiq Soulchild. So they would have to fuck this up for me to not be a fan of this, because I'm a fan of both of them in their own right.
Facts. I feel you.
This should be amazing, though. Yeah, we're out of music at this point. Let's go ahead and get into news. And this is still news about music. Corey, we got a new video or a new preview, teaser, snippet, whatever you want to call it. Nicki Minaj, she's announced she's back. We just talked about her last pod. We said that she was nowhere in sight. She dropped a few tracks at the beginning of 2022. We were expecting an album rollout. We didn't get that. But she's back again, Kari, and there's a new track called Ruby the Sleaze, or Red Ruby the Sleaze, coming out next week, or this Friday, which is March the 3rd.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, we were just talking about Nicki. Where is she at? When is she coming? I guess she heard us. She said, don't worry, guys, I'm on the way. There's a video, like you said, the snippet going around of the track. You can't really, from what I heard, you can't really hear the track fully. It's kind of distorted. So I don't really know what it's gonna sound like. I can't really say, but we're just gonna have to wait and see.
I ain't gonna lie, Kari. Well, what I will say is,
I'll let you take
last year we didn't say this. She's coming off the heels of a #1 single last year. Her first #1 single ever.
What was it?
FREAK, Super Freak.
Oh shit, that shit went #1. I forgot.
Yeah, it went #1.
Yeah, I remember now. That's nasty.
Did she pick up her first Grammy that year too? No.
Nah.
Okay.
I don't think so.
But I heard a little bit, and I heard enough, Corey, because when I was playing it, it was through the earphones.
I could hear it, but yeah, I just couldn't make it out. But yeah, go ahead.
That's gonna be one of them.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be one of them, Corey.
Cool. I thought you was finna go opposite. I swear. I was
No.
Because you've been critical.
That's gonna be one of them, Corey, because from what I heard, she was rapping her ass off. It didn't sound like just some bullshit. And from what I heard from the beat, it was just rocking for all of the ladies to shake that ass.
Okay.
The ladies were, she had about 40 or 50 women with her, and they were all bouncing that ass while she was rapping.
See, I didn't see the video. I was just listening to it. Like we said, we had the headphones on. But one thing I will say about the beat, I agree with you. I had this in mind. The beat sounds super hard. It sounds like all rap, Nicki. We're not gonna get no more of the pop like she just did with Super Freak. You kind of mentioned like with Do We Have a Problem? You didn't like that. She did that song.
Put up on the album. Do we have a problem?
What's the drill nigga from New York?
She had a track with Fabio.
So
we go up.
So
we go up.
But she did the Brooklyn drill.
She did. that missed too.
flow on there. So like, no, this sounded like straight Nicki just rapping. So
Yeah.
I will say that from what I've heard. So I'm just looking forward to it. She's gonna announce it on her Queen Radio, which is on Friday that day.
Oh, she's doing a Queen Radio to drop
Queen
this?
Radio, man.
Yeah, hey, no.
There you go, fucking up again.
Bro, this thing's got to get like right with me. Like they got to get right with me because I didn't mean to record scratch on I'm a barb. I wouldn't record scratch on Nicki the Queen. But
You gonna be tuning in to Queen Radio?
no. What I will say is, unless we're right about her retiring, she needs to go ahead and drop this album before Cardi B comes the fuck back. She been playing. I don't know if she's trying to wait on her to come out or some shit like that because that's absurd. But they need to cut that out. They need to stop playing, and she needs to stop playing if she wants to get this out in enough time to still have a great album release.
I agree.
Because if Cardi B drops a single near this shit, she's gonna sit on it, nigga. Like she's going to sit on Nicki's entire shit. But we're looking forward to the track that's coming out on Friday. Other music that's reportedly coming out. The CEO of, I believe, Epic, something like that. Yeah. They came out this week and they said that Travis Scott's Utopia is reportedly set to release in June.
Yep, this is just coming off of last week. We mentioned he was I did confirm it was his Cactus Jack charity baseball thing. But,
we need a charity baseball game.
Yeah, that would be live. But yeah, he made the announcement there that it's on the fucking way. Was that quote for quote? Where was it?
Yeah, he said that motherfucker on the way.
That's what he said. So
he was not playing. We thought he was playing.
I mean, shit. The album's shit. It was supposed to come out last year.
Yeah, but he choked all those people on the outside. Like, how do you? Never mind. I'm never gonna get to how this nigga took the air out of the outside.
There's just too many people in a crowded space, bro.
This nigga put 200,000 people together
in like a living room, like.
Like said in a living room.
Like, why would you do that, Travis?
A nigga sucked the air out of the building like a vacuum.
Yeah, Jordan Sparks. But Utopia's on the way, man. A June release. So let's talk about it. That's going to be right in the smack middle of summer. How do you feel about Travis Scott releasing in June this year, 2023?
That sounds amazing.
Okay.
That's another artist that we need to bring back some life in this rap game. Because, like I said, within the last 2 years, we got drops from all the greats. He needs to come back. We're missing things in 2023. Niggas are leaving the rap space. They're going alternative. They're going dance. They're doing anything but dropping albums and going on tour. We need rappers dropping premier rap. Real shit. Am I wrong?
Nah, bro, you going crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's funny.
We need the big rappers dropping premier rap to bring some life back to this shit. Who better than Travis Scott?
Yeah.
And like you said, he's been sitting on this. If Travis is ready to drop an album, he's got hits. Travis Scott is not going to drop an album without radio hits, without bangers.
Yeah, I agree. And then just without promo and a fucking rollout. Do you remember the rollout of Astro World?
Yeah.
It was like some shit we had just never seen before. You can compare it to Kanye, bro. It's like Life of Pablo,
Yeezus type shit.
Yeezus, Kanye, like even from the tour to the
that's
Netflix
what I was thinking about.
Like everything, bro. It's like a blueprint. So yeah, Travis is needed. He's very important to this rap game. Always has been.
And Travis is a go big or go home type of nigga, and he's going to go large for this shit. The nigga had a roller coaster for his last album.
He gonna do what?
So he's going large for his shit.
Pause.
I gotta pause. No, yeah. You're right. Let's pause. Just pause that. He's going large for his shit.
My fault, cuz.
I didn't even wrap my head around that shit.
He's going large.
He's going large. What of him is going large?
Facts. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That was completely out of line on my end.
That's all.
But yeah, it's reportedly set to release in June. I think this is the perfect time. He has that go out in July and August and go fucking crazy type of music. He has the music for going back to school in September.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's going to do the biggest fucking tours ever. Now, I don't know what guidelines he's going to have on his tours moving forward so niggas won't die. But yeah, he's back and he's never saying sorry.
You always gotta bring that up.
He didn't say sorry, nigga.
He was instructed not to.
His publicist didn't even say sorry.
He was instructed not to.
Why? Because he didn't do anything?
Yeah, you could.
He takes blame if he says
take
sorry.
the blame. We come on, we parted about this. When
Yeah,
it
we
happened.
did. We did. It's over now, though. He can say
Yeah.
sorry. He can say sorry to the
I
news.
don't know.
Travis,
I'm saying from
Travis lied, 2 million died.
What a slogan, bro. From his camp though, from his standpoint, that's why I'm saying like they're not gonna do it. But yeah, I would want a nigga to apologize for that shit, even if you didn't have anything to do with it. It was at your show, you know.
Trump lied, 1 million died.
This nigga going to office.
That's crazy. But let's move on. Unless you have more to say about Travis Scott and Utopia. Gunna, it's been reported that Gunna is seeking a deal outside of YSL to release his next album. Now, I will state that Gunna is currently signed to a deal with YSL Records through 300 with distribution from Atlantic already. So he is indirectly already a part of the Atlantic Records family.
Correct.
But from what we were hearing, he's looking to leave YSL and sign a deal solely with Atlantic Records for his next album.
Okay, I'm gonna give you two parts to this. The first one I'm gonna lead with, we know, or we've speculated, we've talked about it, we've said it on the pod, that regardless of what happens from this case, YSL is over. That record label is over. You know what I mean? It's never gonna be the same. Whether or not, like we said, if it ends up coming out that Thug gets out, even it's just over. They got to take that name. They have to detach themselves from that name, in my opinion. So within that, I think Gunna would have had to go somewhere, anywhere, regardless. And then the second part, like I said, everything that you mentioned, he's already within that family, that circle. So it just makes it make sense that you would just go to Atlanta. It's kind of like the same thing that Offset did with QC
Well, Motown. Yeah.
It's literally the exact same shit. So,
yeah, I want to say some of the things in the same line, but what I'm saying is, in my eyes, because Gunna and other defendants that admitted YSL was a gang, that they conducted street violence, or that they knew of people that did conduct street violence under the name YSL, they're going to the court system is more than likely going to treat this exactly how they treated Murder Inc. They're going to shut Murder Inc. down, or they did shut Murder Inc. down, and they're going to shut YSL down because it's a criminal organization, allegedly. If they confirm that, which, I mean, some of the members have already confirmed that, they're going to defunct this label. It's not even going to be I'm trading, or I'm moving labels because I snitched this and that. This is not going to be a label at all moving forward. Nobody is going to be able to be signed to YSL Records, not even Thug. It's not going to be able to exist because it's a criminal organization. Or if they confirm it to be, I don't know how they walk out of this without it being one, because niggas have already admitted to it being one. So in my eyes, no more music is going to be able to keep being released under the YSL tag. They're not going to be able to have any artists under it. It's not going to be able to operate as a business that generates revenue. It's not legal. That's why there's a RICO out on it right now. So of course, Gunna's going to have to move somewhere else, and he's lucky if Atlantic Records takes that, or if they take him.
think so?
Yeah, because after all of that, that's like after all of this shit happens and they defunct the entire label and take the people they said were members of the shit that they just had to lose all their money over. Like, Atlantic Records is losing a lot of money over this. I hope niggas realize this. Y'all know how many Gunna and Thug songs and tapes and features would have come out in the course of a year and a half? This nigga Gunna didn't go on tour. A lot of money was lost in this shit. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure they're thinking about the back end, or the revenue that Gunna will generate moving forward. So of course he'll probably get a solo deal, and I'm sure there's some sort of clause that they can't just cut him out and they have to provide him a solo album directly with the label, at least one. But other than that, no, yeah. Exactly what I said.
For sure.
On top of that, if shit is going the way we think it's going, I still see, who is it that's the one that he said that, yo, don't call him my brother, that Lil Key's brother.
Lil Got It.
Got it.
Got it.
Yeah, he's still actively talking to Thug from inside, from what I've seen, from what he said himself. And he's one of the ones that he said he's not fucking with Gunna. It don't seem like it's gonna go well for Gunna after this. Like, he might need to leave this label even if it did get to stay. Gunna's not gonna get to stay.
For sure.
It's a rat.
I mean, hey.
You still be playing Gunna?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay.
You still skipping Gunna?
Yeah.
You gonna follow them too? Follower?
I never followed Gunna, so.
All right. But you skipping his music?
I smelled a rat on him from before, that's why I never followed him.
Shut the fuck. You skipping the music though, for real?
No, Gunna's music doesn't come up that often in my shit. So I really haven't had Gunna come on to skip.
Got you.
If he comes on, I ain't playing it.
Right. That's gonna be my next question.
Playing that rat ass nigga.
For sure.
The reason why I don't even want to be one of those niggas that tries to involve myself in their business. I'm not involved in that shit. It's just I like the true to the essence type shit. So, and no, I don't just reach for rappers that are really murdering and really doing this, and that. But if you say you do it, like, I do expect you to be telling the truth. So now that I find out, like, you are, like, telling, it does take it out of the music for me. I probably will skip it either way, because not because he's a snitch, even though he is, but
Just like
it just takes something out of the music for me, because like now I know, like, you lying. Like when I listened to the Whoopty song by CJ, like they confirmed like he was lying about all that shit in the raps. Like he's really a peon.
peon is bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, he's really a peon. So
Noob.
I don't really even like saying the Whoopty shit anymore because they don't hit the same. Like
He's a fucking noob.
he's a noob. That's fucking funny. You know, I finally looked that up, and you know, it makes a lot of sense that I didn't think about when I was 13.
Talk to me.
A newbie.
Oh.
You're a newbie. He's a noob.
Oh.
And
it
niggas
makes
like
sense.
And niggas that were shooting, they called them
doing
that
dumb
because
shit, yeah.
because you didn't know how to aim, you didn't know how to shoot, so you used that shit to kill people. It's a noob tube, a newbie tube.
Yeah. That's what I always tied it to, the noob tube.
A newbie.
Newbie. Okay.
I was 25. I looked that shit up like a month or two ago because I think you said it like either in pre-production or on the pod, and I was like, bro, I really never found out where that shit came from. A newbie.
Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
All these years later, man. All these fucking years later. Let's go on. Rihanna is set to perform at the 2023 Oscars.
Yeah, when is that? Do we have a date for that?
It's March 2nd, I think.
March 2nd. That's a Saturday?
It should be a Sunday. I don't know if you want to confirm that date because I might have it wrong. But from what I remember, Black Panther is nominated for some Oscars. So it's only right that Rihanna performs Lift Me Up. She's set to perform Lift Me Up
that makes
at
sense.
the Oscars.
Yeah, my bad. That makes sense, yeah, because that was the song that carried the movie.
Yeah, basically.
Obviously.
Did you get the date?
Yeah, March 12th.
March 12th. Add a one. Add a one to that bitch.
I almost had it.
That's the MO. Add a B to that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, March 12th, that's a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But the 2023 Oscars, there are movies that I'm waiting to see some shit from. But Rihanna is set to perform. I had some people asking me, is Rihanna on the album tour, not album tour, the album run, the rollout? It's hard to tell, Cari.
I want to say, I'm gonna do a percentage right now. After the Super Bowl, I would say maybe I was in that article that her and A$AP did.
But she said she's working on new music. I'm exploring new music.
Right? So I would say at that point, I was probably 70-30. 70-30.
30% no, 70% yes. She's got an album on the way.
70% yes, 30% no.
Then you see the pregnancy.
Then the pregnancy, and then, you know, the tour dates, we kind of speculate, like, is she still going to go on tour, blah, blah, things like that.
Before the tour, as soon as you see she's pregnant, what does that drop your 70-30 to?
60-40.
Okay, because That means, and we saw how pregnant she was. That baby's coming in the next 5 to 7 months.
Because Rihanna doesn't have to be in the streets. The album is done. You know what I mean? So like she could really have another baby and still drop the album. Like that's possible.
What are the odds that she does the Frank Ocean thing?
What is that?
She drops the album and doesn't tour it.
Oh, shit. 100%. I feel like that's what we're gonna get. That tour is not gonna be till next year at the earliest.
Well, no, Frank don't tour that bitch at all.
Oh.
He just drops the album.
Oh, okay.
Can you see a world where Rihanna drops this album and doesn't tour it?
No way. She's touring. She has to. Beyonce's touring.
But
has to tour.
Think about her giving birth in the 3rd to 4th quarter of 2023. That means she has a 0 to 1 year old all of 2024.
Correct.
Which is why we didn't get an album in 2022.
Or the last 7 years. No, that's a great question. Now I really don't know.
Which would leave her to tour in the 2nd or the 3rd to 4th quarter of 2024 or 2025, which she's not touring a 2023 album in 2025.
Yeah, that would be crazy. She could, but that would be crazy. Maybe, I mean, we just need to know, or it would help if we knew like exactly how far along she was, because I think she's at least somewhere between 4 to 6 months, right? So like you mentioned, sometime within the next, towards the 3rd or 4th quarter of this year. Then you go into 2024.
The newborn stage, yeah, where she's not leaving that baby.
Like, you can't leave the baby.
Fuck
bro.
no.
So it's just like, damn. So maybe we don't get the Rihanna tour, but I wanted to just get back to like the album. So
right.
like I said, after the article, I think I said I was like 60-40. Now with the Oscars performance, I'm going to say I'm 50-50.
I was about to say, I was like, at this point, like, I'm back 50-50 because the Oscars performance says, yes, she's got a rollout on the way, but then you go, wait, it's just Lift Me Up.
Yeah, it's just Black Panther.
Dial it right back.
Yeah, that's why I say, I'm like, I really don't know anymore. Maybe we don't get Rihanna.
It is fucking right back up in the air. Yes, you can't get a read on her. She's like the kid that shoots the school up. You cannot get a read on that nigga until the day. I'm like, oh, shit.
Nah, facts, though. I'm definitely 50-50, man. We may not get it just because, like you said, everything we just broke down, I wouldn't even be shocked.
We pod, nigga. We pod.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't even be shocked, though, if we didn't
You
get
pod,
that.
nigga.
Appreciate that, bro. 50-50, though. I don't know. But Oscars, I know you're going to tune into the Oscars. You looking forward to it?
I am one of those guys. Like,
yeah, I know you.
Y'all have seen that about me. I'm a Grammy guy. No, I'm not a Grammy guy, but I will watch it to see who picks up the awards, who's performing. But it's still fuck the construct.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I just think you like the ceremony of it.
Absolutely,
the recognition of it. Because people come out and they put on their best shit. It just looks like a good time. And
yes,
that's your type of like outing.
Absolutely,
champagne and shit.
Absolutely,
tuxedos. That's you.
Yes, sir.
Me? So yeah, I feel you.
The Oscars is no different. I love seeing it. I watch the red carpet.
See, that's your style.
Yeah, like that's. That's Alexander McQueen he's wearing. I knew it. Raph and Rick. That's what that nigga Louis Verby talking about. That's the Raph with the Rick.
Right.
Yeah, and you never know when you're gonna catch a Chris Rock Will Smith moment
or shit. A Ye and Taylor Swift.
Come on now,
man.
I'm an award show nigga.
You know that like that meme where it's always, I think it's like Jason Derulo. He's always falling down the stairs.
Yes,
that shit
bro.
Funny every time, bro.
There's somebody, I forgot who it was. The bezel of this nigga's Rolex fell off on. Was that Marcus Houston or somebody?
Fuck, I can't remember, but I know what you're talking about. Damn,
I don't even know if you remember. And shout out, this how you know I ain't hating, and I really do love these niggas. Corey's frat, the Alphas. They had a show called Cold War.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know when the last time you guys did a Cold War. Was it 19? 20?
17.
Okay.
17.
But yeah, I was at 16 and 17's Cold War. And whether it was the liquor, how high I was, or the entire ambiance, the getting dressed and going to that.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember me saying this even back then. I was like, nigga, I feel like I'm at the BET Awards right now.
Yeah. It did create the atmosphere. I feel you.
Yeah, the ambiance was almost BET Awards vibe-ish. The same way when There was an event that we did like Showtime at the Apollo.
Yep.
Those type of vibes, absolutely. Like dress your best, like be in the building, like just enjoy the vibes. That's what this shit is about. Like the award ceremonies. Nigga, I can't wait till our first fucking BET Awards. It's fucking insane. It's crazy, nigga. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and I'm looking forward to seeing Rihanna.
Of course.
And we're all gonna get a gauge on how pregnant she is. Niggas gonna be eyeballing it.
I was just about to say she's gonna be even more pregnant when we see
Yeah. It's like when you and we've been doing this with Hoppy. It's like when you see a pit bull or a Rottweiler after a couple of weeks, and then another couple of weeks. That nigga be a puppy one day and be a grown ass man the next time you see him. Hoppy, keep that nigga the fuck away from me. He don't like me.
Shout out Odin, man.
Everybody want to crack on me because I'm afraid to go downstairs by myself with Odin. This nigga's a Rottweiler that's not even one yet. Damn near our size.
They say he hit 100 pounds.
Yeah, he's 100 pounds already.
And he's like, bro, like 4 months.
And he a baby. That nigga want to play with his teeth. He don't have baby teeth no more.
Bro, he's scary. Not gonna lie
That
to you.
nigga's a fucking menace. Yeah. He's scary. He's not a menace, but he's frightening.
Yeah, for sure.
And no, Hobby got that nigga intact, but he... Shit.
Same shit.
Y'all don't believe me. He don't like me. Y'all be upstairs in the theater room handling business or just watching TV and shit. When I gotta go back downstairs for some more pizza, for some more wings, for another drink, bro, that nigga be on that timing with me. And everybody knows, like, not in this situation, but there's shit like that happens, that the dog's cool with everybody in the group except one nigga, and he waiting to isolate that nigga.
Yeah.
That's Odin with me.
I was gonna say, like, what you do to my dog, yeah?
Nah, I think he don't fuck with how much I fuck with Zeus.
No, that's cap, man, because I said it out loud. I told Odin. I told him I like Zeus more.
Nah, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here, Odin.
Maybe
Playing with Zeus right now.
A pet, bro, or something. I don't know, man. But he's a big fucking dog.
I'm not petting that fucking monster.
Yeah, he's a big dog.
Crazy. All right, let's go on. And do you have anything else to say about the Oscars?
Nah, we'll see.
Any
it.
movies you want to see win?
Nah, we'll see it though. March 12th.
Assuming I'm rooting for everybody is black.
Of course. That's the only reason why I would watch. Shout out Wale.
Yeah, man.
But nah, yeah, we can move out of that, man. What we got up next?
Kodak Black. Kodak Black is wanted again, Corey.
Jesus Christ.
There's been a warrant issued for Kodak Black's arrest in Florida over a drug policy violation. As you know, he was just recently released from prison. I don't know if that was at the end of 2020 or the beginning of 21.
It was Trump's last year.
So 20.
20.
Yeah. So he's still on probation. So he's still been taking active random drug tests. But this is from TMZ. I'll just read it from here. Kodak Black is wanted by cops in Florida. This after he allegedly violated his bail condition by failing a drug test earlier this month. Yada, yada, yada. Let's see. A judge says that he screwed up twice in recent weeks. On February 3rd, the agency he's supposed to report to for random drug testing claims that he was a no-show for a screening and failed to submit a sample that day. The following week, which is an entirely different testing day, on February the 8th, the same agency says Kodak did submit a sample that day, but they allege it came back dirty. So the first one, we have a no-show. He didn't take a test. Then he comes in the next week for a test, and it came back dirty. They said, according to the agency, he was positive for traces of fentanyl, although it's unclear how much. That was enough for a judge to tell authorities to go get him. If he's caught, there's additional orders to hold him without bond until his next hearing in this Oxy case from last year.
So he's on the run as we speak.
Right now.
As we speak. Man, at this point, like you mentioned when you first started, it's the same old story with Kodak Black. I love the guy.
You want to see him do good, man. You want to see him succeed. You want to see him having fun.
And that's my thing. The reason why I'm leading this way is because I always lead the same way when we talk about Kodak. Starting in 2018, the whole Dying to Live era, when he had just got out that time, I wanted to give this guy a chance. Give him a chance. He's young, man. He's gonna show us, and he's not gonna go down this route anymore. I kept saying it every time since 2018, leading up to now.
And he was in even before that, before Pain Pictures came out. If you remember, he was in.
He was in jail because the only reason why he's out because Trump gave him a pardon. That's why I was like, whenever Trump was his last year, he got the pardon from Trump. At this point, man, it's like you can't keep riding for these niggas, bro. Like, I love Kodak Black to death. I wish him the best. He's a hell of an artist. But the nigga's life is just not together, man. Like, I just only hope and pray and just wish that his circumstances and situations would get better. He would make better decisions. But we're like the same age at this point. I think we're like super close in age with Kodak Black. Like, you a grown ass man. You know you can't keep doing this. You got kids. It's sad and unfortunate, man. So I wish him the best. I hope this shit get worked out. But you can't keep saying freedom niggas and all this same shit. They keep doing the exact same shit to get them back in jail.
He was the Project Baby back before. That was the 2014-15 era. I don't know if you remember, and this is what I was talking about. He went inside and did a bid. He wasn't out when Lil Big Pac dropped. He was locked up. Don't you remember? Bro, he was locked when Lil Big Pac dropped, and that was 2016. He got out, and he was able to release Painting Pictures, which was his first real studio album. And then he went back in.
Yes.
Got out and was able to do Dying to Live, and then went back in.
Right.
And then caught the plea, or not the plea, the
pardon.
The pardon from Trump.
Right. So you're seeing the pattern, right?
And it sounds like he about to go back in.
Because no, finish. He just dropped last year.
Yeah.
So he dropped again and then went back to jail. So there's a pattern here. So, man, like I said, I love him. I love him, man. I ride for bro always. You know what I'm saying? We've been listening to Kodak since we were like 16 years old. You know, so I'm always going to...
17 for me, I think.
16, 17, whatever. But I'm always going to stick with him and you know, and go to bat for bro. But, like, you grown, man. We not little kids no more. Like, it's sad to see. So, like I said, you just only hope a nigga can get himself right one time, man. Because eventually, that's another thing. Kodak Black, I don't understand why he doesn't understand how much luck that nigga has had. Every case he's been brought up for has always had major time, but he's always found a way to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Your luck is going to run out eventually.
It did run out. The only thing that saved him was Trump needing some black audience.
So you see what I mean? It's just like, bro, how many more chances?
Oh yeah, Biden ain't coming to get you.
No
other
way.
no other president is coming to get you unless it's Kanye West, and he's not getting elected.
Shout out that nigga Trump. He went and got Kodak and Wayne.
Yeah, shout out Trump.
What the hell?
Yeah, y'all niggas didn't vote that nigga back in. The fuck be wrong with you? I didn't either. And there's something wrong with me.
Right. But nah, that nigga went and got Wayne and Kodak.
And said he was gonna put a pen on paper to bring hundreds of millions of dollars into the black community with Ice Cube.
Fuck, I forgot about the
platinum plan.
Platinum plan.
And we said, no, we'll do anything to get you out, buddy.
The platinum plan. Damn.
I'm sorry, Ice Cube.
We tried. You
no,
tried.
We didn't.
No. He tried.
Cube, you tried.
You tried.
Now, next time around, like, Trump ain't signing shit, nigga. He know it's up there.
Oh, yeah. Last term, he know he ain't got another term. Trump on that bullshit if he get reelected. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. But
you voting for Trump if he runs?
No, bro. I can't vote for Trump.
Why?
Just because of all of the racist shit. Like the other shit is cool, but like,
but the thing
I can't stand to vote for Trump, bro.
The thing that I always think about is number one, like Joe Biden wrote the crime bill that crippled niggas for the last 40 years.
Yeah.
But the blue side, they're all racist. I'm not on any side, guys. I draw my line in the middle. I'm from Texas, so you already know I have some conservative ass views, but I have liberal views as well that make me want to get the fuck up out of this state and out of the South, period. But I'm under the impression that the conservatives, like, that they just seem racist and they're not able, like, and they're not gonna fucking hide it. The blue side's just as racist as the red side. They just want to sugarcoat it for the black community, which is why niggas always vote Democrat, because they hide how racist they really are.
Facts. No, I agree. I'm very conservative as well, but everything you said is correct, and that's the main sole reason why Biden even won. If we being real, he got the black vote.
Absolutely, because he's just as racist as Trump.
All of them.
He wrote the bill.
Tell him again. That
crippled niggas forever.
Yeah. Joe Biden.
What is it, the 1986 crime bill? Something like that. So. He wrote it.
Joseph Biden.
He wrote it.
So, but you just asked me the question right on the spot. I'm just like, I don't think I could vote for Trump. But I'm really at the point, and of course I would always exercise my right to vote because I really like believe and understand the importance of that. But like, I'd be like, I'm so like in the middle now. I'm like, bro, I don't want to vote for nobody. Because, like, nobody really doing what they say they gonna do. Like I said before, when it comes to politicians and the whole political world, you know, it's all false and it's all just fake narratives, propagandas, agendas. So, like, it'd be hard for me to decide anyways, you know?
Sometimes it gets to the point where I'm like, my ancestors might not be mad at me for not voting this year. I know they fought this hard, but like they fought this hard for us to have the choice.
Yeah.
Not just for us to go in and vote.
That's right.
And they fought for us to have the choice on whether we wanted to, because we didn't even have the choice. We couldn't.
That's real.
So if we've gotten to this point, nigga, if I'm talking to the people like from the civil rights movement and I'm sitting here with MLK, I don't think he's going to be mad at me for not voting for, or in 2020, I don't think he would have been angry with me for not voting for Biden or Trump, because Trump is a blatant racist and Joe Biden served chicken and waffles in Southern California to the black residents.
To win the black vote.
Are you niggas crazy?
We voted.
And we did it. We should have just went with the nigga who put it in your face, because he wasn't going to hide anything.
Facts,
except for COVID.
Facts.
And even then, we just got a report today that they admitted that COVID did come from a China lab leak. So he didn't lie. He lied about them niggas dying, though. He lied about them niggas dying.
And they knew about it before 2020.
Yeah, because they invested in all of it before.
They created it.
They created it.
What the fuck?
Invested in it.
God damn it, that shit was man-made, man.
Locked you in the house, changed the landscape of the entire world, and then brought you back out to a new one.
It just, it got out of hand. They didn't. I don't think they expected it to cause world dominance.
Not world dominance.
Maybe they did, but
they wanted to do a little population control.
I was say they had to make some alterations.
Yeah, they had to control the population. Yeah. You know, Reagan talked about it. You remember AIDS?
We could. You remember cocaine industry?
I was gonna say, you remember the crack epidemic?
Come on now. I can go all day about these presidents.
Come on. Oh, nigga, you.
I go all day.
I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Right.
These fucking corrupt. No, I'm just kidding. I love America.
Facts, man.
The land of the free. Yeah, and I love the Jewish community.
Oh, I love them the most.
I stand with the Jewish community.
Absolutely. Everything that they're behind. Keep doing it. But no, man, I'm at the point now where I'm just gonna write Kanye in. Fuck it.
No cap. No.
Come on.
The thing is, like, we had the chance to do that too, and we didn't.
Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's just write Kanye in 2024.
We had the chance to. Nah, I don't want to see. I love Kanye West.
I'm just talking, bro.
I know. I'm not voting for him for my president.
I would never. But bro, it's crazy. Biden is into his third year already. Damn. So he finna be on his bullshit.
I haven't heard 40 words out of Kamala Harris.
Yeah, they be.
I heard "We Did It, Joe," and I didn't hear a goddamn thing since.
Facts. She was on. They did like some promo, some TV promo for one thing. When they passed, they did something for the.
They were on Versus and shit.
Yeah, bro. She showed up to. What was it? She showed up to recently.
She did. I know. I forgot what it was.
It was like, bro, why the fuck is she here? Oh no, it was Jill Biden. That's the first lady. She showed up to the Grammys.
She did.
Yeah, that's what it was.
What the fuck was she doing there?
Secret Service all through that hoe. But yeah, it's weird these days, man. Like I say, do what y'all do with the politics, man. But just what I always say, just do what you believe is right. Don't listen to your mom, your dad, your friend, the internet, the news, the newspaper, whatever the fuck you're reading. Like, make a decision based on your sole beliefs. I think that's just, whether or not who's ever in office, who gets to run for president, I just would like feel better if niggas really just voted for who they really thought was the best and not just because of what somebody else told them.
Well, if you leave it up to Joe Biden, if you're black and you don't vote for him, you're not black.
He did say that.
That nigga said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black.
That nigga came for our black cards. When you a racist, bro, when you real life a racist, you don't even know you.
You don't
racist.
even know you saying racist shit. You just speak off the mouth
because you ain't never been hitting your mouth. He ain't never been hitting his mouth. This nigga's from Delaware. Fucking Delaware. Nobody was punching on him in Delaware.
They be punching on his son when he don't have that coke money.
That's correct. Because he fucking with them niggas.
Absolutely.
That's why.
They be punching the fuck down out of what was his name?
What's his name? I don't remember.
I'm just making some shit. Bill Biden. Bill Biden sounds good.
I thought it started with a J. I ain't gonna lie to you.
what's Joe Biden's son's name? Hunter Biden.
Hunter fucking Biden.
Hunter Biden. That nigga be on them bumpy Johnsons.
Hunter Biden, yo.
That boy like him a little bumpity bump.
Man, that's funny.
Yes, sir. That boy is a fan of that cocaina.
Yeah, man, he be in it.
What's your favorite TV show? Hunter Biden, Cocaine Cowboys.
Snowfall, got it.
What's your favorite beverage? Coca-Cola.
Yep.
What's your favorite food? Fried Coke.
What's your favorite ingredient? Baking soda.
What's your favorite scent? Coke.
Jeez, bro. Nah, he's on the purest of pure though. When you got president money, when you got first office, first lady, first family money,
He's snorting Wu-Tang cream. That's not even cocaine. He's snorting pure cream. Do you remember we were watching Cocaine Cowboys?
Yes.
And there was the black guy that was in the Griselda Blanco situation. He was talking about how when he got into the game, a nigga introduced him to such pure cocaine that it was just cream. Like that's where they got the name because it was cream.
that's amazing.
That's what Joe Biden. I mean, that's what Hunter Biden does.
Yeah.
He's on cream.
I was gonna say they getting it straight from the source, which is us. He's just going to the backyard.
This nigga say us.
Man, we putting them drugs in the streets, bro. Whether it come directly from the U.S., nigga, we put.
Us. I thought you were talking about niggas. I was like, Cari, don't do that.
Not niggas.
We're trying to fight this stereotype still.
Fuck, no, I'm talking about the U.S. government.
Yeah, you're right. And if
All
you've
that shit in
seen
the streets, bro,
if you've seen Snowfall or if you've ever listened to Freeway Ricky Ross say anything, you know exactly how drugs got in here. But we're not gonna get canceled today. Yeah. I'll let y'all look that shit up for yourselves.
Do your homework.
I don't. The people that are in charge, I don't fuck with them niggas. It's not that I don't fuck with them. I love them, but I don't fuck around with them. Yeah, them niggas cut your head off. You never even know about it.
Right. Let's move on.
Yes, please. Let's go on.
Still in Kodak though. One more thing he did say. So we talked about the Her Loss album recently, 21 Savage and Drake. Kodak took to Instagram. I guess this was before he was on the run. He did like an interview with somebody on a show or podcast. But he said he doesn't want to work with Drake anymore because their joint album was supposed to drop before 21 Savage and Drake's Her Loss.
Yeah. Kodak really needs to get out of his feelings.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of childish.
I got a little bit on it.
Okay.
No, we waiting on that Drake feature, man.
Oh yeah, I had told Drake I ain't want to do no collab, like no songs or no album, cause we supposed to been did a whole album together before him and Lil Buddy. Before him and Lil Buddy did that shit.
Word.
Yeah, I had told him I wanted to wait like 2023, like after February.
So he wanted to wait until late or mid 2023 to drop a joint album with Drake
this year. Yep.
Drake said, "Fuck that! I can't hold on it that long." He dropped the tape that he had with 21 Savage, Her Loss.
Yep. November of last year.
If you're Kodak, can you be mad at that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you could be mad yourself, but
You have every right to be mad at anything.
Yeah, for sure. But to speak on it, to put that news out there, I feel like that's kind of lame. That is lame.
And it's only kind of lame for me because
it's like pillow talking.
We've seen the camaraderie of everyone from the 2016 XXL freshman list. Correct. You've always seen how much love it was between Yachty and Kodak and 21 Savage and G Herbo. Every time you see them niggas, it's love.
Uzi Vert, don't forget Uzi Vert.
Uzi too. I'm sorry, we would be remiss.
Yeah, he was the biggest one on the list.
Absolutely, I would be remiss.
Right.
But this is the first riff between any of those I've ever even seen. And I mean, of course, if it's going to be anybody to create that riff, it's going to be Kodak Black because, like we said, he's a wildfire.
Yeah, he's a
spark plug.
Yeah, spark plug is funny, bro. He's a troublemaker for sure, though.
He's a firecracker.
Firecracker.
A pill, a problem. He's not a problem. I ain't mean it like that.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's hilarious. But I'm glad you took it back to just his freshman class 2016. I just wanted to even just focus on the relationship with Drake. Him and Drake are very close.
Absolutely.
They've shared that. They've shown that over the years. I mean, for Drake to want to do a joint album with anybody is big.
Drake said, I think at the top of 2022 or this year that Kodak Black was the best rapper in the game.
So look, even more sauce to add there. But what I was gonna say, Drake, anytime Drake does an album or a joint album, it's fucking big. But he wanted to do it with Kodak Black, so I just let you know, like Kodak, is respected, you know? So to make comments like this, it just eats at all of that, man. You call 21 Savage little buddy. Like, what's the beef?
It was, I remember what it was, and it wasn't what I just said, Cari. It was, do you remember when Kodak had just gotten out of jail and there were a lot of people on his back about a lot of shit? There was social media stuff going on, and we didn't know where his rap career was going. And then all of a sudden, Drake dropped this headline that went to all the news outlets that said, Kodak is the most promising rapper in the game. He has the brightest future of any of the rappers in the next blah, blah, blah. Drake lit the fire back under Kodak that got him started the last couple of years.
And you know what's even crazier? Just crazy how this memory just came back to me. And it may be the same for y'all. Maybe you, maybe
Yes,
not.
I already know where you're going. Drake put him on.
Drake put Yak on with the skirt. If it wasn't for Drake, I wouldn't even have heard Kodak Black.
If it wouldn't have been for that one video, it might have been Drake back on Snapchat back then.
I think it was early Instagram.
Early Instagram, there was a private jet video of OVO camp and Drake on the plane, whether they were up in the air, whether they were waiting to go. And all you could hear in the back was Skirt by Kodak, and the whole team was vibing out to that shit. That was when we heard, what the fuck is that song? And who the fuck is that nigga? Kodak Black.
Hey, I just want to let you know we're good at this.
Oh yeah, we're real
I
professionals.
was going to say we're very good.
We're
at
really
it,
professionals. Yeah, we really do that.
It's amazing.
You could have been anywhere in the world. But you're here with the guys. Listen.
Hey man, I love it. But yeah, like I said, the question mark once again is like, why? This is a guy who respects you. He loves your artistry. He loves you. Fuck all that. He loves you as a friend, as
Artists
a
are
brother.
sensitive, Corey. Artists are sensitive, and when imagine the type of music that Drake and Kodak have put out together, Corey, or have waiting on that album.
Possibly. Yeah. I know. But
And then you hear that while you're waiting on your no, Corey. Now we got to go back. You understand it a little bit more when you think about who you are in the game, even if you are Kodak. That's an album with Drake coming out. And at this point, he only has collab albums with Future. And that is of the greatest of the greatest of the great. If you think that yours is going to be the next one, yes, Corey. And then all of a sudden you see a new collab album that not only might sound somewhat the same, but you're thinking about it in the space like, oh shit, Drake just did a collab album. He's probably not going to do another collab album anytime soon now.
absolutely. No, I understand it. Like I said, Kodak had every right.
It's probably shelved at this point.
Yeah, every right to feel the way he feels. Now, what I will say though, unless it was agreed upon before, unless they already, like he had confirmation that him and Drake was gonna push their shit out, because like Drake is an artist, he can do whatever he wants.
He can do whatever he wants.
I feel you. I feel Kodak for sure. Like I'm not disagreeing. I'm just like, yeah.
How mad can you
I was
be
gonna
though?
say, yeah,
yes,
but
I know what you mean.
because even if it does get shelved, now with comments like this, it gets thrown in the trash.
Absolutely. Oh no, Drake's not dropping this album anymore.
So you see my point.
Drake is not dropping this album.
see my
And
point.
now it's smoke in the city with 21 and Kodak because
Because you called him a little boy or a little buddy.
yeah, 21 Savage doesn't take lightly to any type of disrespect, especially not shit that sounds bad. That sounds bad. Now, what I will say is 21 Savage is a rational human being in these days, and he's the one rapper out of everyone that is about that shit, but will sit down. He'll sit down and talk this out.
Yeah.
21. This is bad.
I don't like why Kodak.
This is bad.
Right. But we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, it's not going to be what's going to happen is not going to be the new collab album from Drake and Kodak.
Yeah, you can throw that away.
Yeah, because now there's an allegiance between 21 and Drake that now that album can't come out.
Yeah, you can't break that bond now. You know,
He just talks shit about me now. Now we can't drop that album.
Drake is not in the game of picking sides, man. You can't put Drake in the corner.
Absolutely not.
It's Drake.
He has to be fair with everyone.
Right.
So now that album can't come out.
Yeah, bro. It's tough.
And he's going to try to find some nice way to make Kodak understand that this is why I have to do this. Drake is going to be the type of guy that's like, oh, look what you made me do. Drake's going to look what you made me do this with the album.
You want to know what I think we may get before the next artist collab with Drake?
What?
Lil Yachty. Could you see a Drake and Lil Yachty project? You know they've been spending a lot of time together the last 1 to 2 years.
I could, because it's going to float on the edges of every genre. It's not going to be rap. It's not going to be R&B. It's not going to be dance. It's not going to be alternative. It's going to somehow float on the edge of everything and be amazing.
Yep.
I could see it happening, because what I will say, and this is the first time I've thought about it this way, Corey, the music game is starting to open up for Lil Yachty to take this back.
Correct.
I never really thought of, I've always thought of it in the Tyler the Creator, Jaden Smith kind of space, because Tyler the Creator is going to get to a space in the next 3 to 5 years where he's going to completely control the landscape of rap. We're entering that time. You're going to get to the point where Jaden and Willow's music is going to start hitting. But Boat.
It's wide open for Boat. No homo. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that is nuts.
The coast is clear for Lil Boat, man.
Absolutely. For him to sail on in.
Yeah.
I see that.
That's funny, bro.
But yeah, the childish King of the Teens era is over.
Correct.
He took some time between that and now to kind of find it. He had the Lil Boat too. He did his thing in his respective space, which was Lil Boat. And he did the Michigan Boat Boy, and he's doing the alternative album, finding his space and his realm. If he can make it to a space where he's back to being the biggest in the game, number one, QC and Coach K&P are going to be a little angry that they gave that up like that. But you know, Drake has to attach himself to everything that's number one. He just did it with Lil Baby, and he continues to do it with everything that's the hottest of the hottest of the hot. If he can't steal it, he's going to align with it.
For sure.
And he already has that amazing friendship and connection with Lil Yachty. Yes, I can see this working.
I was going to say, and Yachty's all over Her Loss, guys. Like, I just want y'all to know he's all...
His credits are all in that bitch.
All through that bitch. Like I said, within the last 1 to 2 years, they've been spending a lot of time with each other. So it's very, very, very likely that we may see that sometime.
I need to peep that interview. How long is it?
35 minutes.
I
haven't peeped it, but yeah.
I need to go watch that.
That's easy.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think I have anything else on the Kodak Drake 21 yada yada space. We're out of Kodak?
Yep, we can move on.
All right, we only got one thing left. And me and Corey were a little hesitant to speak on this last week because we had heard a report that said Kanye is allegedly in the talks to repair and restore his relationship with Adidas Supply. We were like,
no way.
There's no fucking way this can be true.
Come on now.
It's true, Corey. Ye and Adidas have restored their partnership to sell the remainder of the Yeezy inventory. Do you want me to get a little more into this?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see. According to reports, Adidas and Kanye West, also known as Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, have reached a new agreement following the official termination of its partnership with Yeezy. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Back in October, yada, 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 anti-Semitic. He said that we support the Jewish community. I just want you guys to know. They said the new deal is now believed to see the sale of non-branded Yeezy sneakers with no new designs to be produced. Yeah. The new agreement between Adidas and Ye have come after blah, 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 blah. The news that they could lose $1.3 billion. We already knew this. Adidas they were going to lose way too much money.
Way too much. This is billions of dollars, bro. Like,
and they were parting ways with a partnership. They didn't solely own Yeezy, so they can't just go and sell all of this shit. They needed Kanye to sell this shit. So they went and got that. They went and got Kanye back.
Yeah. So let me ask you, because they said this is just for the remaining inventory, right? No new products. Is that correct?
Now, there were new products that have been produced,
but not put out yet. Gotcha.
So there's a new pair of Yeezys.
Right.
That's a new colorway and a new look that are already done. They're already done, and that's going to be the first Yeezy that comes out.
Gotcha.
But there aren't going to be any new ideas being thought and produced between Kanye West and Adidas.
Okay.
Just what's been out, or just what's been taken care of
Already.
before this.
Right. But my question, just because I'm kind of confused, hopefully you can clarify for me. Is this just for the remaining inventory? So once everything is done, like that deal is over.
It's over.
Okay, gotcha. Just wanted to make sure that
This deal is over. And what we were talking about pre-production in the event this were true was, in our eyes, Kanye did all of this so he could free himself from the deals that he was locked in. I don't see him signing back.
Not with Adidas.
Not with Adidas.
He has to find another brand that will allow him to create, the way that he's done. Nike is where it started.
He's not going back to Nike.
Right. But I'm just saying he was able to do his own shit there, have his own lane, create.
Right.
Adidas, same shit. So wherever he goes, whether it's fucking Reebok or New Balance, who knows? They have to allow him to be himself. Now, post everything that's happened with Adidas, it's going to be hard for these brands to trust Kanye West, whether he likes it, whether we like it or not. So, like, who opens up their door? Don't get me wrong. I know this guy is $1 billion walking commodity, but who opens up their doors, in your opinion, who takes that chance knowing, Kanye could wake up one day and not want to do this shit no more?
Nobody. But I don't think they have to. I think Kanye has reached the point where he can open up as many stores in the United States that he wants to solely and sell his merchandise solely. And he has the name and the backing. He doesn't have the backing anymore. His name stands alone to sell. He can sell just like LV or Nike or Adidas or Balenciaga. He's Kanye. He is a luxury brand with or without any conglomerate standing next to him. Now, will that take care of the funding? Yes. And I'm sure Kanye would love the funding not coming from his pocket and still making him a billionaire.
Correct.
But nobody has to back Kanye anymore. Kanye, what he did with Adidas was enough for him to be able to stand alone now. He can stand alone.
Okay. Just wanted to see how you felt about it.
Yeah, I would love to see
sense.
somebody take him under their wing again. Now, I don't want to see it with Reebok. I don't want to see it with New Balance.
Right. I just was naming shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Which really kind of leaves him to do it by himself because unless you're Nike or Adidas, what else are you really going to do? I mean, he could do some shit with the people we just said, but I don't know why he would do that. He wants to be free. Kanye is going to sell on his own. And he can. And he'll do just fine.
We will see what happens.
All right.
We'll see.
I do think that wraps up episode 216. We have no more news, no more music to talk about, Corey.
I don't got nothing, man.
All right. You want to get out of here?
Let's do it.
All right, man. That was episode 216 of the Rise and Grind podcast. It's your boy, Roderick.
I'm Jakari. We out.
All right, we out.